Oh, behave.
Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Tuesday. We're back. Brilliant. What day and time is it? We just don't know. But we're here, friends. Hope you're all keeping very well. Landed at 5:10 this morning into Shannon. Gibbo had the window seat, but I was all right. Now, come here. Whoever was on Shamrock 314 from Baston to Shannon, I just want to say, on behalf of me, who sat in the chair in the aisle, you can all shag off. Every single person was like pushing against me seat and bashing into me arm and right. But anyway, all is well. And listen, I was going to take it handy tonight. You know, take it fierce handy, catch up on some sleep and, you know, the stuff. But A2A had other plans. They've released the Aerostar. This is in early access. So we said, right, listen, come here now. We better jump into this and learn a little bit about this incredible machine. Anyone who's watched the movie American Made, well, you're going to know this plane straight away, right? It is a beautiful machine, right? And it's a very interesting history to it. It held the high-speed record for a general aviation aircraft, twin engine, and you know, it was thought on in the 60s, and they made about 1,000 of these. And well, it later became Piper. It came under the brand of Piper, so it's known kind of now as a Piper Aerostar, the 600 variant. And well, let's have a look to see what A2A have managed with Accu-Sim to be able to dial into this machine in Flight Sim 2024, the first native aircraft. And as I said, they've released it as an early access project, meaning that it's not fully finished. There might be bugs, there might be issues. We know that the manual isn't quite finished yet either. That takes an awful lot of time to kind of go up and running. But excited to see more and more aircraft coming into the sim, particularly when it comes to our general aviation. I mean, at Flight Sim Weekend, we've seen a whole load of stuff, and we're going to cover all of that tomorrow night with a special extended edition. Oh, behave. Right, we'll be covering that tomorrow night, going through the floor walk that we did and information that I've received between kind of then and now from developers with information of what's happening, and of course all the feedback. Then we look at all the other news that made headlines this past week for our beloved flight simulators. So it's going to be flat out. But how are you all keeping? Right, we're back from America. We had Chick-fil-A, we had Taco Bell, we had Wendy's, right? We went to Murphy's. We went, great spot. We went to Blake's Tavern. We went to Muldowney's, Trinity, Track 15. I mean, if it's there, we saw it. Do you know what I mean? What was that other fancy one? The Graduate or something, which was lovely now. Went to Micro Center, right? On the way home. That's like the world's most dangerous shop. I mean, it's effectively Walmart plus Tesco, right? But for computers. And Gibbo said, before we got there, myself, Gibbo and Jeppesen, Gibbo's like, I bet you we walk out with nothing but 3 drinks. we walked out with 2 drinks and Gimbo got a gadget. You know, I nearly bought a laptop, but it's unbelievable the amount of stuff they have there. We need one of those, right? But anyway, it was an absolute mad one. But we'll go all about Flight Sim Expo tomorrow night. We'll keep it all, right? Keep you in suspense. As today, well, this is all about looking at A2A's latest release. And A2A set boundaries. You know, they just completely exceeded expectations when they released the Accu-Sim Comanche. And for the first time, it was this very interactive walk-around mode with the aircraft. It has its own custom-built flight mechanics or flight model, which runs independent of the sim. The sim is basically able to send in information, Accu-Sim listens to it, and then translates it back into what the aircraft does. And when A2A did release the Comanche, or leading up to the Comanche, well, Scott and I did a video showing kind of the behind the scenes and why, you know, it took so long, if you like, for A2A to get out there, but also a little insight into how they actually build an aircraft. A2A owned this aircraft. I think they still own it, but they flew it and they've done all the trials and tests and what have we. We know that the aircraft was involved in an accident. It was a gear up landing some time ago, so I haven't heard or seen of the aircraft ever since. And well, the Aerostar has a reputation of being quite a dangerous aircraft. People would you'd automatically think, okay, we got 2 engines, great, we have redundancy. Not necessarily. It also has a very interesting, a very interesting fuel management system, which in the real world can catch a lot of pilots out. It's known to be heavy on maintenance, and that's great for us in the flight sim world because, well, we're able to kind of really dial in some of the settings. Can we break it? Will it go bang? Is it going to be damaged? All these sort of things. And when you start learning, you know, what can break it, well, then you learn to maintain, how to avoid any damage or any issues, and it all comes into the flying as well. With A2A, with their aircraft, yes, we have the engine visual systems. We can see what's happening under the hood, if you like. But you almost don't need it because the sounds, when it comes to what Accu-Sim can produce, you can really hear the difference of how an engine is running, if it's running smooth or rough or all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how we get on with this, right? Who's your man, look? Pilot, would you ever shag off this? Right, I don't know what he's in, but Jesus, right. But anyway, Greta's watching. Yeah, it's grand. It's not the most fuel efficient aircraft either. It is fast though. These things can cruise at about 210 knots and service ceiling, nothing major, 25,000 feet and a range of just under 900 nautical miles. But it was built for speed. I think initially designed to carry 6 people, but realistically, you know, 4 passengers in the back would be enough. 2 would be better to allow for fuel, to allow for payload, you know, luggage and all this sort of stuff. And the biggest risk or the biggest challenge to the Aerostar is actually keeping it within the flight profile. And what I mean by that is your takeoff and your landing curves, all to do with the engine power, speed, momentum. This is where the aircraft can really catch you out. It does not like low speed at all. Naturally enough, and it was all because of the wings. These special design of the wings, well, they allowed it to take on some serious stress at high speed, and that's why the aircraft was so very, very popular. As I said, about 1,000 of these have been built. But anyway, we're going to be checked. Thank you, pilot 25. He disappeared. So that's what we're doing today, right? But before we jump into all of that, well, you're all very welcome back. Great to see everyone. And yeah, we had a blast at Expo, getting to meet so many people, man. It was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. So where am I at now? I didn't get much done today. You know, bit of tunage here, maestro. The Dougal song, right? Yeah, so I'm jet lagged. I'm overfed and underwatered. We'll see how we get on, right? And as I said, it's a first look. I've had a look at some earlier betas of this aircraft, and it's been very fast in terms of updates, patchwork, and communication back and forth between the beta test team and A2A themselves. And they are releasing it in an early access. Let's see if it feels rushed, because it looks rushed. If you were to see, there it is. No word. All of a sudden, yeah, we're releasing it. Boom, it's out. So let's see what we're expecting here. But we do have high standards that we know A2A are going to be able to hit. Let's see how it is so far. And I suppose more importantly, if this is an aircraft in its current state that you want to jump in on, right? Because that's why A2A have released this as an early access add-on. you have the chance to provide feedback, and well, hopefully then they can take that information and do some stuff. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, look, who's here? Irish Jet Red, good to see you. Madude, you're very welcome back. Spitfire RAF 100, happy Tuesday, man. Mac Vision is here. Energizer, 'tis your man himself. I hope the airport people at Shannon went, Jesus, I thought we'd be getting rid of him for good. Oh, we were grand now, getting back into Shannon this morning. It was a nice flight. It was a bit turbulent, actually, over kind of Nova Scotia neck of the woods. But it was fine. It was fine. The Impossible Face is here. Ferocious Gamer, welcome aboard. Right. But anyway, English Murph, you can do it. APU Inspector, very good evening. Litorius is here. Great job at FS Expo. Enjoyed every minute of the streams. Thank you very, very much indeed. We had a blast. Sir Campsalot, AJH Madude. I hope you're keeping well. Malky Mac is here. Toto, welcome aboard. Retriever Neil is here. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce. And Wolfie, welcome in, buddy. Viper Strike, good to see you, Viper. Max Stallion, welcome back. 135 streams in a row. Jesus, thank you very much indeed. Mac Fly is here. Blinky, good to see you. Little Trader, good evening. Nicky Fizz is here. Digital Merc, subscribing with Prime for 5 months. Digital Merc, thank you very, very much indeed. It was awesome to hang out with you over at Expo, Madude. Did Gibbo's shirt survive the trip? Yeah, no, he packed it, yeah. Stupid thing. Jesus, the shirt though. But anyway, Airwolf is here, good to see you. CP65, welcome in. Purple Kona, welcome aboard, man. Purple Kona got me a Guinness, and well, I was thirsty, right? It didn't last very long, but thank you, Purple Kona. You're very good, great to see you. Muse Fan is here. Jesus, Muse. What time did you land at? You mustn't be in too long, I'd say, are you? Good to see you, man. Gibbo Ireland is here. No Guinness for him. He was very fresh yesterday, I have to say. Well, today. It's still today, you know. I mean, I've the head in me now like a fella who could do it a few more hours of sleep, you know what I mean? But we'll be all right. We'll get over ourselves. Gibbo, good to see you, buddy. Tarnish is here. Welcome aboard. Martin K is here. Digital Merc again. A lovely day to recoup. Indeed. Death's Angel, welcome aboard. Filthy is here, 39 months with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very, very much indeed, Filthy. Welcome in, buddy. Dougal McTavish, the chairman, has rumbled in. Good to see you, Dougal. Semantic Warrior is here. Welcome aboard. Jan Moorkamp. I'm coming over to Ireland for a cold breeze. I can't stand 38 degrees. Jesus. Yes, what do they call it? It's like a heat. It's not a heat wave. It's a heat dome or something. Ireland has completely escaped it. It's like it was 11 degrees when we landed this morning, right? Yeah, it's not very hot here. It's all right. It's like 18 degrees, but England are getting bashed out of it, and well, Europe are getting bashed out of it. So try and stay, cool, lads. Stay cool. But yes, Filthy, welcome in. Commander Balosh, welcome aboard. Ailerons into wind. The hymn. It's been a wait, referenced in years. Come on, Murph. And you better be getting this thing to bits. Every bolt, rivet. I can't believe we're finally here. Absolutely. The excitement for this machine, ailerons. Fantastic, man. Where is this now? It's 14 here at the moment in the northeast of Scotland, and it's still unsufferable. Oh, Jesus, really? Piku is here. Good to see you. Voicey, welcome aboard. Shamrock. Was it 314? Yeah, it was. Shamrock Pie. Yeah, nice. Right, over here, look. Usual Boston Irish flight. I was grand. Thanks for your service, Murph. Come on, give out. Jay. Right. So I was at the airport in Shannon, and a man left his bottles of whiskey behind him, and Gibbo was like, hey, sorry, is that yours? So I went up, picked them up, handed it to him. And of course, I was wearing my 101st Airborne, and he said, thanks very much, and thank you for your service. I was like, you're welcome. Right? Gibbo thought this was hilarious, though. You know what I mean? I have to be careful what sort of clothing I wear. It was very funny. But anyway, what do you say? Did you guys hear an echo? Echo. Let me see. Lavritas, welcome aboard, man. Absolute pleasure indeed. Hope you're well. Let me see. Led Ballooner, good evening. I really enjoyed the streams from Boston. Yeah, they were so much fun, man. They really were. Lots of fun. Got to meet so many people. Got to hang out with Cat Strader. Jeff Faviano was there. Kyle was there. Captain Canada. London Controller was there. Chewy, Katie Pilot. You name them. They were there. It was great fun hanging out. And Kenko as well. It was just class. It really, really was. But yes, we're all back to it now. Schutz, good to see you. LCTR, welcome. Yeah, Wendy's, right? Baconator. Brilliant. We got Baconators and we got Baconator fries. There was very slow movement after that, I can tell you. Swamp21, hola, hope you're well. Low Viz, thank you very much indeed for the bits. 1,000 of them. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. I'm so happy that I got to see you, or you got to Micro Center. Yeah, it was, oh man, it was good. I nearly bought a laptop until the dude said, you know, there's no laptop. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting trolled here. Would you shag off to go with the telly? Right? But yeah, I nearly bought a laptop, but it wasn't in stock. Do you know? But anyway, Zith is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Wicked Lumberjacks, welcome aboard. Your man is back, right? Crafty Tigers, welcome in. Briggsy, welcome in. 5:10 this morning. We got in at 5:10 this morning. And I got in, did put away all my gear, sent a couple of emails and whatnot. Then I went to bed. I went to bed at around 10 o'clock local time, and I got up at 1 o'clock, and I'm shagged. I'm exhausted, but we're here. It's grand, right? Who needs sleep? You know, except for us. No one. Flying Tonight is here. Cheer me up. Someone just bashed me car while I was at work. Well, the curse of the 7 balding leopard. Right. Don't worry, Flying Tonight. You know, I find now, if you find a remote field, you know, go to the top left hand, has to be the top left hand corner, and just like start shouting at the clouds. It helps, you know, philosophically and spiritually and all this, you know. But yeah, dude, Jesus. Hope it's not too bad. Sean Dale, good to see you. The biggest challenge to the Aerostar is giving it to Murph. Yes, we'll probably break it. Lieutenant Bob is here.
Sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Good to see you. Just Lieutenant Bob has that was scared out of me. Heisenberg is here. Tier 2 for 8 months. Heisenberg, great to see you, man. Awesome catching up with you. Look what he gave me. Oh, Jesus, I nearly dropped. Right, patches and stuffs and things. So, yeah, we'll have to... I need to do a thing with all that stuff. But great to see you, man. Hope you're well. Gar Gaming is here. Hello from Galway. Hello from Tipperary. Good to see you. Where is this now? I got I got in a fight with the train conductor on the way home. Oh, Jesus. Dougal says, kind of surprised to see A2A go the early access route. Not a fan, but hopefully they'll do better than some other devs. This is definitely strange from A2A. Definitely. Considering it took 4 years, nearly 3, it was 3 years to get the Comanche into the sim, and now all of a sudden, and they did say, look, they've had challenges, they have to release this now. Whatever that means, that's what they need to do. So let's have a look at it. Strap, good to see you, buddy. Who's this now? Hankado, welcome in. New follower, you're very welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Alson is here, welcome. Naughty Gnome, I've just pulled into the car park at Micro Center. Wish me luck. Danger. Right. You look for the yellow label stuff. Naughty Gnome. Very, very good value. They're brilliant. But welcome in, my dude. Soaring AJ. AJH, man. Good to see you. Where are we at now? Jersey Pilot, good evening. Mountain Man says, Murph, I made a huge purchase this morning. What did you buy? What'd you get? Super Ty, good to see you, buddy. How was your time at Expo? Glad you didn't get barked at or mauled by the... Oh, Jesus, them lads. No, we didn't. To be honest, we didn't see any of that messing at all. It was grand. It was absolutely grand. Where's this now? 777, good to see you. Streamlag Murph, and it's not tomorrow. Nice to have you back. Good to see you, buddy. Mountain Man says, I went full Mosa. I bought the AY210 with the MYF yoke and also the AB9 base. Ooh, you got some serious stuff there, Mountain Man. That's incredible. Grand is here. Good to see you. 5 streams in a row. Couldn't make it to the expo, but you did a great job covering it. Thank you very, very much indeed. It was a lot of fun. It says it's 13 degrees here. Jesus, that's mad. 26, still noticeably hot. 38 would kill you, right? Lafrida says it's 36.5 in Belgium. Ooh, ouch. Murph, turn off. Yeah, I'll do that, yeah. Where's this now? Murph, I missed using your link for the Doha City bundle, sorry. Don't worry. We have to show that off tomorrow as well. There's also 2 other aircraft just released. We have the Caranado's latest, the 210, and also the, was it a local legend? I think it's also Caranado. A Piper, Dakota. So lots of GA stuff this week, lads. It's very exciting. But yes, right, I'm about to get a Baconator. Oh, good man, McFly. Great news. Right, over here, Muttley, a very good evening. So how much kit is now on its way to you? Nothing. What are you talking about? It's all grand. We're having great crack here. Colonel Fork is here. How do we know it's him? Because he just walks in, turned off the light switch and stood there and thought to himself, let's see what happens. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. Genuinely devastated I lost my stream streak at some point over the weekend, says Wicked Lumberjacks. Don't you worry about it at all. Right. Don't worry about it. We'll build them back up again. As about open box items, they don't advertise these, says CP. Nice infantry division polo, Murph, but it wasn't. No, this is. You see, right now. I was wearing a shirt on Sunday and it was 1,000 degrees outside when we did our stream, right? And there's certain t-shirts or polos that I wear that I like. So when I was in Normandy, I bought an absolute, barrel load of this stuff. And, 101st US Army Air Force, Big Red 1, 2nd Armoured, loads of them. And I love wearing these because they're a little bit heavy, right? And Ireland is, freezing, so they work well. So I love, and they fit very well, right? They keep everything where they're supposed to be. However, because they do have the Uniflash and they have US flag on the side, people get confused, as do I. But I do love them. But yes, right. Where is this now? The Impossible Face. Yeah, Murph, I bought the black box shorts after watching, or was on your wish list. You love the 360? Great machine. Yes, also huge news. Got Friends releasing the the glider, that incredible machine we got to check out. So yeah, we'll be doing some glider content soon, lads, definitely. And also, yes, to all our Canadian friends, happy Canada Day, guys. Hope you're having a lovely day. Let me see, Chris Van Halen, welcome aboard. It looks totally amazing. It does, it looks nice. Yeah, we're going to have a proper look at this machine here now in a moment, right? DJ Seamus, welcome aboard. Murph, you've got to check out the new Stream Deck with this scissor keys. Oh, yes, 100% to be on the list. Malky is here, welcome in. I couldn't decide between curry and pizza, so you now have a curry pizza. Oh, Jesus. Death's Angel, good to see you. Idle Cutoff, good evening. To see Hans Smollow back. Brilliant. Jesus. Hammer Nails, thank you very much indeed for 30 months. What an absolute ledge. Right, who else come into the parlour here now as we say hello to some peoples? Northland Air, good to see you. Direct to Sim, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Mrs. TPHI, welcome aboard and many thanks for the sponsor. Great to see you. Let me see. Practically Geek in the house. Loved your work, man. Great videos that we got to see over yonder. Hope you're well, dude. Hope you're well. Black Sheep Jean, good morning. I wish that Meridian got more coverage than they did. Almost every YouTuber skipped them and the ones that did barely covered his products. Jean, avoid them like the plague until them lads are saying our stuff is now available. If you pay for it now, you'll have delivery in 2 weeks. Until that happens, avoid. There's a reason why people skipped over them, because they're worse than me. It's all hot air and nothingness. You know what I mean? Just hold fire on that defo. But anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow night. Matey is here. Welcome aboard. Where is this now? Honestly think for the Expo Friday, they need to use creators to introduce the products. Again, we'll chat on that tomorrow. There's always, there's always ups and downs. Bat is here. Good to see you, Bat. Did you get home? What time did you get home at? Hope you're well. El Bapino, you're very welcome aboard. From France, bonsoir. Hope all is well. NM Flyer, good to see you. Let me see now. Tris Kadek, welcome in. Been out forever. What took you so long? Right? Giga, it looks like, or is it Giga? You're very welcome aboard. Leonardo Da Vinci, happy Tuesday. Johnny Shue is here. Elliot, welcome aboard. Mystic is in the house. Welcome in, lads. Uniform Goose, good day, Goose. Hope you're well. John Hawks, hello. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Good to see you. Jim Messenger, hope you're well. Not saying it's hot here, but I just had 2 hobbits run into the room and lob a ring in there. Right? Put it into the fire. Brabus, good to see you, buddy. Gerville, good to see you. Show the plane. Yeah, we should relax now, right? Jesus. Pull up the handbrake. The Highwayman, welcome aboard. Time to change time on your watch, Murph. No, I'm on the right time. Irish time. Flight Sim Max, hope you're well. How's she cutting? Right, we'll jump into this now because, I'd pressed a button and it wouldn't work. We better kind of do this now, because Jeravel is getting, fierce excited. So we better do one of these. Hang on now, we move this across. Now, right, brilliant. Now, let's see what happens. Yes, it is Elf. This is a brand new release from A2A. And we're going to have a look at it and see what it's all about. Before I do that, we're just going to turn off some of the multiplayer stuff for the moment because, it's the sounds we need to hear on this machine, and we shall see what the story is, right? So, let's have a look. What are A2A talking about? Let us bring up their page first, so we have a bit of information on what's happening. The Accu-Sim Aerostar 600 for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 The early access release includes a fully flyable Aerostar with core Accu-Sim features, though some systems are still in development. Progress is fully transparent and shared on the A2A forums. If early access isn't for you, we look forward to welcoming you at version 1. This is version either 0.8 or 0.9. I think I'm on 0.8. And the software specifically for Flight Sim 2024, it is native 2024, meaning it's not compatible, from what I know, for 2020. Software is for home entertainment only. VR-specific touch controllers are not supported, and purchase of this product now, you can earn 50 A2A flying hours. The price of this aircraft in its current state, $49.99 US dollars. Now we have a description about the aircraft, all about Accu-Sim. After years of refining Accu-Sim, they proudly present the Aerostar, powered by our all-new Accu-Sim 2.0, the very same engine with the Comanche. Built from the ground up, the technology redefines flight simulation with a physics-based approach to aerodynamics, engine modelling and aircraft systems. The Aerostar 600, a high-performance twin-engined aircraft, was chosen as our flagship for Accu-Sim 2.0 due to the unique blend of speed, reliability and handling, making it an ideal platform to showcase our advancements. Development involved extensive research and testing, leveraging real-world Aerostar data to ensure authenticity. From the Lycoming IO 540 G1B5 engines to the dynamic hydraulic and electrical systems, every aspect is simulated with unprecedented fidelity. Our new aerodynamics engine captures the Aerostar's responsive flight characteristics, while the pilot's tablet offers intuitive control over loading, maintenance and system monitoring. And that's from Scott Gentile. So, well, what do we have here? Shall we have a look, right? Study level-ish plane? Yeah, it is. I mean, that's pretty much what A2A kind of do, right? So looking at the machine, as I said, if anyone has watched American Made, right, Tom Cruise took this machine out for an Elganter, and it's a beautiful looking machine. It's a very sleek design. It looks fast. I mean, the thing looks fast sitting on the ground, right? This was all designed by Ted Smith. It was initially built under the Ted Smith Aviation Company, I think it was called, and as I said, he passed away, and Piper then took over the project, and it became the Piper Aerostar. I think it was the P60. So it has a cruising speed of 210 knots. I think the maximum speed was about 260. We'll have a look at the official bits and bobs here now in a moment, right? But the movie American Made really did a good job of showcasing the aircraft because it was speed, right? At the time, this thing was like, it was just out there, right? So looking at the model of it, it looks like an Aerostar. There's absolutely no question about that. Beautiful 3D model. Beautiful texturing here. It comes with one livery, right? And it has a dynamic tail number. We can see that. And if we want to get up close, really up close, to look at some of the details on the airframe, you know, even the small little decals here, well, you can see the crack. Everything is readable and it's quite sharp. Yeah, it's quite sharp. Beautiful paintwork on the aircraft. But as I said, if we do see anything kind of weird or wonderful, well, you know, the airplane is being released as a early access, right? But like, that's the sort of detail you're getting into here, lads. Right? So, yeah. Ted Smith wanted to see this as a jet. Yeah, 100%. So the idea was there was going to be a jet variant of this on the very same airframe, because as I said, those wings, they were just so friggin' strong, man. They could outperform most when it came to speed. So there was plans for a jet variant of this aircraft, a twin jet Aerostar. Could you imagine it, right? But looking around, I mean, look at this, lads. There's loads of beautiful details here that we can see. Screws, rivets, everything here is looking absolutely on the ball. Trim tabs look fantastic. Monopair to the rudder and the stabilizer. Everything's looking very, very nice. Great work on the model. It just looks superb, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that absolutely mad looking? Friggin' Peter Vane on that, right? And of course we have some lights up here on the very top of the rudder. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nige B, good to see you, buddy. Thanks so much. Welcome in. The Avioni is awesome too, or Avioni, yeah. Cool to see them represented in the sim world. 100%. So in terms of like access in and out of the aircraft, well, there's one door. There's a baggage door, and then you have all your fuel. But there's one door, right? So everyone got in where the pilot was. So you can see where a cargo door is here. And we have all our antennas and stuff up on top. And of course you have the detail when it comes to your fuel, right? And there's a fairly sophisticated fuel system on this. So not a turboprop, this is a piston engine. And or engines, and you can kind of see the details here. Look, see where the exhausts are coming out here. Like frightful power, like frightening, absolutely class, right? Real powerful engines on this. So what else do we have? Details on the main strut of the gear. Again, with A2A, I mean, it's we expect a lot of, you know, really good stuff from the aircraft itself. The visual modeling here, everything appears to be absolutely bang on. And it was the same earlier on with some of the betas that they were doing. Everything's so sharp, crisp. It looks exactly as you would expect a real aircraft to look. Do you know what I mean? Old Veteran is here. Good to see you, Scott. Welcome in. So you probably noticed that we have some items around the aircraft. You have tie downs, you have chocks, right? And well, A2A did do a phenomenal job when they brought out the you know, their walk around mode. So the question here is, well, how is this going to operate within Flight Sim 2020? Jesus! Buttons have been pressed at an alarming rate of speed. Old Veteran 965, Jesus, he's gifted 10 tier 1 subs, like, Jesus. Thank you very much indeed, Scott. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, thanks to Old Veteran 965, well, do be sure to say thank you. Scott, thank you very much indeed, man. Yikes. Yeah, incredible support. Our main lights here, you can kind of see, look, bits of old dirt and grime and stuff, right? So there loads of detail. So I'm liking what we see on the outside. Again, from the engines, what you know, what sort of detail can we see looking in here? Everything's looking real nice. Prop spinners. And we can see a lot more detail coming in here as well. So plenty of stuff. And well, we're expecting a lot of cool stuff when it comes to Accu-Sim. So shall we have an old gawk at the interior of this machine to see what it's all about? So we'll do one of these and one of those. So welcome to the cockpit, and we have our door here beside us. You can open the door without having to worry about automatically transporting outside of the airplane. I wish more devs would do that. So in terms of familiarities, right, we have some beautiful kind of sky lights, if you like, up here, and we have our outside thermostat. We don't know why that's a click spot. It doesn't do anything, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's all. Look at even the shape, look, isn't it class? Okay, we got some visors. They work. They're animated. That's what we want. So let's go in and start looking at some of our dials and all the jazz that we have here. So our chronometer over on the left-hand side. Collins DME stuff here. We have our airspeed indicator in knots, right? And you can kind of see where the flap range is. Hello there. This thing wants good speed, right? Rockin' Red Wings 99. Thank you very much indeed for subscribing. Welcome in. Diffuse is a bit like the old Rockwell, but without the high wing. Yeah, let's go with that. New here, found about your channel on Kip's Discord. Thank you very much indeed. And a shout out to Kip. Lovely guy. So I'm still feeling the pines? Really? Brilliant. We got a turn and a slip coordinator. No pitch information, that's okay. We got a HSI, we have our artificial horizon, we have our altimeter, reset barrow, and we have our vertical speed indicator. Only a standard 6-pack, to be honest. Click on the oak, remove that. We have a transponder here. We have our electrical panel, battery and alternators. We have our icing or de-icing systems. Then we have our lights, beacon, strobes, nav, cabin lights, landing lights, left and right. And we have our instrument lights here for the main panel and this display. We have a prop de-icer ampage, so you can see what the crack is there. We can also slave our compass here. Then we have our engines, and we have our fuel control for the engines. It's a fairly detailed fuel system on the aircraft because we've cross feed capabilities and we can see if we're taking in from the wing or the fuselage tanks, which is nice. Just under this is our left engine. So we have our mag switches. Currently it's in the off position. Then we've right, left, both, and start. So this is your left engine controls. Moving across the center, up at the top, we can see our avionics master switch, autopilot master switch, nav 1 or nav 2, and also our auto trim. We have an annunciator panel up here on the top. We have our old, our old magnetic compass, right? Matey has super chatted $10. Thank you very much indeed, man. That's insane support. That's terrible. I need to turn that down. I'm after lepping. Oh, not able for this at all. Thank you very, very much indeed. What a ledge. Or in old money, the Aero Commander. Not a million miles from the Aero aircraft, but this one, as I said, from Ted Smith, just different kettle of fish. Do you know, matey, thank you very, very much indeed. Over here now, we can see some, what have we got here? This is to do with amps, I think, is it? Oh no, sorry, fuel. So left wing, fuselage, right wing. All right, so three main tanks that we're looking at. We also have our Collins audio unit. This is sporting a GNS 530. We'll get into the tablet now and look at all the different options that we have. And these are all our comm and nav frequencies. And we have an ADF fitted. Main landing gear handle. Moving across to the right side, we'll focus down where the right engine is. It mirrors what we have on the left-hand side. The flaps on this aircraft are very different. It works off like what's the switch? Or it's a micro switch, right? Effectively how this works is, in the middle or neutral position, the flap movement doesn't move. When you go flaps up, think of that as a switch. So when you go flaps up, it'll stay in that position, meaning the flaps continuously move until you stop it. And you just stop it by putting it back to neutral. Or you go down, and that's the motors moving them all the way down. That makes sense? So we'll keep that in the opposition. You can see here it's reading that the flaps are full. Once we get hydraulic power in there, they'll rise up. A safety feature of the aircraft, you'd always make sure that they're in the neutral position so them motors don't move when you turn on the battery. You can catch your fingers and all this doing a walk around. Hydraulic valve, we have a blower then for aircon inside the aircraft. The fan can be on high or low. I say aircon, it's more environmental stuff. This is interesting. None of our circuit breakers at the moment are clickable. I imagine that'll change, right? This stuff is not active yet. So circuit breakers aren't doing what they need to do over here. Instruments on the right side, we can see manifold pressure, and we have a flag for left and right. RPM, a flag for left and right. That's indicating both engines. We have our fuel flow, again, 2 flags indicating left or right. Gyro pressure, that's for the your suction, effectively, for your gyro. Got an amp meter, hydraulic pressure, right? And now we have our engine displays. So we can see here that we have our engine oil pressure, we have temperature, and of course then we have the fuel. Over here we have our cylinder head temps, and we have our EGT, this little computer here, the EDM 760. What else do we have? Flap indication, that's all okay. Come down here then to our throttle body, so we can see that we have power levers left and right, throttles, prop levers left and right, and then we have our mixture left and right. Below that then we have our trim tabs, so we can see elevator trim up or down. We can see the position of where our trims are. Rudder trim is also located here, and the aircraft is fitted with the Century 4 autopilot. Nice, right? Robert Harrison, good to see you. Okay, so what else do we need to see here? Nose steering is there, that's all fine. What else do we have? We have our tablet, that'll be the next one we're going to look at. In towards the cabin of the aircraft, right? As I said, it was designed to seat kind of 6 in total. 4 was better because what you can see, legroom, luggage and all that, you'd be fairly under pressure, right? Inside the aircraft, at the very, very back, we got all sorts of air vents here, right? Keeping the cabin nice and cool. But beautiful views of the aircraft. Massive windows on the sides, and of course the pilots have that extra advantage of having views up on top, which is very, very nice, right? So yeah, I mean, look at it's what you see on the outside, well, it's replicated very well on the inside in terms of the details and textures. It's a very pleasant looking aircraft. Nice work here on the textures, and you can see by it, lads, it's not a new aircraft at all, right? They're not. They're an old aircraft. It first flew, I think, it first flew in 1967 and was in production between 1967 and 1984. Right? Nice until the sun is blazing down, and yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. So the main features here, we can see everything from the airplane, but what about the tablet? And this is what A2A have done, because you can see, well, hang on. This is the default Microsoft Flight Sim EFB. I want to show you something cool. If we click on more apps, right, and this is where if you have Navigraph or the Carinado stuff and so on, you'll see here we have the A2A Aerostar. And this is unique. No one else has done this to this detail. If we click on the A2A Aerostar, this is absolutely familiar territory when it comes to the tablet. It is the A2A EFB now working inside the native Flight Sim 2024 EFB. How lovely is that? Flight information, we have our usual stuff here from the environment. We can see our barrel pressure, what the wind is doing, what temperature is doing, all that sort of stuff. The aircraft endurance as it currently is now, speeds, our rotation references, climb references, giving us the information that we might need, right? Approach speed. We have the cabin temperature, 82 degrees Fahrenheit in here. We have access to our checklists, right? Nice. And then we have our emergency checklist procedures. All very, very nice. It's very similar to what we have in the Comanche. Moving over now, we have our controls, and we can see these are our GPS options. It is compatible with the PMS 750, so it's a click of a button and you just see it loads in all the different GPS options, or you can go no GPS. For this one, we're going to go with a 530. Now, all these little click spots, these are kind of like the shortcut keys. So we have miscellaneous, that's a parking brake, wheel chocks, tie downs, headphone simulation, cabin vent, cabin heater, and we can actually put in the external heats. Then we have our electrical stuff, we have our lights, we have an autopilot panel built in here for handiness, auto start, cold and dark, and then we have some advanced options. We have a JPI computer screen, I think it is, which is actually located over here. So if we turn, I don't know if that should be off or on, I'm unsure, but we'll use this one and see what happens. You have the wear rate, normal, all the way up to a 10, and then the failure rate all the way up to 1,000. Mad, right? So these are our advanced options. Next up is the fuel and payload. So this is where we can click in, we can swap it to metric or into kilos or pounds, right? We'll probably go kilos here. Empty weight, fuel, specific loading, your total fuel, update the engine monitor. So that's kind of where the engine is right now. You have your center of gravity and your aircraft limit, so you can see where things are being loaded in. Again, all very similar to what we had in the Comanche. The maintenance panel, don't click that, Murph. The maintenance panel, this is where we can have a look at the aircraft. We overhaul the airframe, the engines, engine analyzer, and remember, you now have 2 of them, so we need to watch that. The electrical systems, as you can see, we've got a battery. We can charge the battery. We have alternator 1, alternator 2, and then they feed back into the cockpit. And yes, it does say this, time to charge. If you run the battery flat, it will take real time to charge it, or you can bypass all that by clicking on a button. Our condition of the aircraft, it's down as new, used, or auction. New, everything's new. Used, there's going to be a little bit of wear and tear. Auction, it's a lottery. It could be a great airplane or it could be shagged. That's up to you. So these features, again, very, very similar to what we had with the Comanche. You can also see the type of engines and propeller. Perhaps this is a snapshot of things that may come in the future if A2A do more with this aircraft. We know in the Comanche we can change the prop. The engines here, maybe we can have a look at the engines. 290 horsepower per engine. Very, very powerful. Very powerful, right? So in terms of a walk around, right? Well, that's what we're going to try and do here now. So if we were to look at it and we look at checklists before engine start, right? Where would I find a walk around? Wasn't that like a button for that? Maintenance, airframe, inspect, click of a button, it'll inspect it. Engines, click of a button, you can inspect it. How much oil you want, quarts, the oil grade, spark plugs, that's all there. You can overhaul, you do all that kind of stuff as well. Brylar Gaming, good to see you, buddy. It was awesome. It was awesome. We're going to go through all our Flight Sim Expo stuff tomorrow. But yeah, dude, it was absolutely incredible. So unless I'm missing something, there's nothing here telling me walk around mode. So let us use the default walk around, right? And if you want to bring up our tablet here, we'll see what options that we have. So let's have a look at the maintenance. There's nothing here that I can see from a walker. We can inspect it, see what's happening, right? Flight info. We can turn on the battery when we're testing the aircraft. But in terms of the walk around mode, unless I'm missing something, as in you can move to the next station, this is what we need to do ourselves. So as we left the cockpit, well, we'll start off at the front of the airplane as we do a walk around, and let's see what happens here. So let's just see, can we start clicking on stuff, right? So nothing here that I can see that I can click on. Come down here to the wheel, nothing there I can click on, right? And let's go to the front of the aircraft, come down here, maybe the lights. Okay, we got a click spot here, but I don't know what that does, so ignore. Alright, we do have an engine, we do have chocks down here, let's have a look. There's our first glitch, right? I wonder, well, maybe it doesn't work with that tablet open. We'll find out now in a second, right? Let's see. Do we have a click spot here? We do. So I can remove the chocks. Nice. Chocks away. And let's see, can we look in on this engine? We can. Alright, so we can now inspect the engine oil. And it's all native to the sim, yeah? So what are we looking at here? So it's hard to see it, but I can see we're slightly under 9. So let's go in here to the engines, and we're on the left engine. So this will be engine 2. And it shows how much oil is in it. So it's looking at 8 quarts. And if I increase that, can you... Now, it's very hard to see this, and I can't zoom in because you can't zoom in with this camera mode. But what I can see on my screen, as I'm adjusting the oil level, I can actually see the oil level move on the dipstick. I can see that, right? Jefferson 2001. So I think you may have won the race by a whisker. You were probably halfway across the Atlantic by the time you pushed. Flight from hell, it really was. Oh, Jesus. Jefferson, it's great to see you, man. You're very welcome back. Hope you're well. The expo was fabulous. It really was. So, Bryler, you can see that moving. So you can actually see it moving on the dipstick. It's hard to see it, but it is moving, right? So for this aircraft, we're going to go for... That's interesting. So it says 8... Yeah, so there's a bit of a bug there with the quarts of how much put it in. We're going to go 90%. It says 12. We're going to go 90% on the oil, right? We won't go full. Close him. And we'll drop down the cover. Lovely. All right. And move back here away from the wing. There's nothing here to click in, but again, we're just looking visually around the aircraft to see what we can see. We're looking at the leading edge of the wing for any damage, right? I will say, my honest feedback, it's very clunky using Microsoft's default walk-around mode. I just think this is a clunky system. But anyway, that's what I think. But anyway, let's move around here towards the rear. What's over there? Oh yeah, we got fuel here, I forgot. So wings, let's have a look at our wings, right? And we can see fuel in there. So this is the right wing. Let's go to fuel and payload. Let's drop the wing out, right? Or drop the fuel out. Oh jeez, we'll be here for a while. There she goes. Okay. So you can see that the wing, once again, tin cans. See the way it just went boing? I didn't hear a sound though, so let's see if we start filling it up, right? So if you press and hold it, that's giving you more fuel. So there's 121 litres going in. And again, you can put this back into pounds or gallons. 33 gallons. 40 gallons. 50 gallons. So it looks like 50 gallons ish in the wing, and that's where it'll kind of tin can. It's just the weight on the spars and boing, right? There's no sounds there, so let's add that to the bug list because you would hear it. I imagine you'd hear it. Let's go 40 gallons there in the right wing. That'll do us, right? So go ahead. I mean, again, you can look in and see the fuel, right? I mean, if we were to keep filling that up, see the fuel level rising. It's pretty cool, right? But we're gonna go 40 gallons in that wing, or in that wing. And we'll close this off. Now, while we're here, we can also turn on the battery, I suppose, and check our nav lights, right? So we'll go battery on. And we're going to go, let me see, nav light. So there's our nav light. Let me see, beacon light, we'll check that on the tail. Landing light will be over here at the front. We should have checked them earlier. So let's come down here and have a look at our landing lights. So we're going to say the left landing light. No, right landing light. Left landing light doesn't want to work. That's interesting. Could be a fault. The right one is working. That's what we want to see. We'll need to read up as to why that other light isn't working. But there is a strobe in there from what I can see. So there's a strobe. There she is flashing. That looks good to me. And the nav lights are working. So we continue on, turn off the battery. And we'll move on now to our next station. So we're looking here at the trailing edge, and we have an aileron. So press and hold the aileron. Feels smooth. Flaps. No movement on the flaps. That's what we want. What else do we have now? Towards the rear of the aircraft, we have some drainage points here. We also have our fuel down here. Now, how do we get to that devil? So we do have some fuel straining points. Now, is that an inspection port there? No, that's a fuel vent. So how do we How do we dip the fuel on the wing? There should be a little inspection port here somewhere, shouldn't there? Hang on now, we'll find it, lads. We'll find it. Underneath the engine? No. Is there no, because usually you'd have somewhere on the wing to test the fuel, right? Alright. We have our fuselage tank. So maybe, we'll come back to that in a moment, right? You can see them flaps are down, so there's no movement from them, so all is well there. We'll get that fuel cap from the far side. Towards the rear of the aircraft now, so yes, we do have some stuff here, so we can remove the tie down. Just need to find the click spot. I'm sure there's a click spot. Yeah. There's our tie down gone. Great sounds, right? And what else do we have here now? Anything to do on the back? Not sure we... To be honest, I'm not sure what we test there. There's a click mark on it, but I don't seem to be able to interact with it. The rudder. Nice small movements. Elevator. Beautiful sounds. And she should be the same on this side. I don't think we can move the trim tab separately. No, we can't. Alright, let's duck down under this and have a look underneath. All is looking good here. There's loads of little vents here, but yeah, I think for checking the fuel we could be a little bit lost. Moving up towards the rear of the aircraft, on the left side we have our baggage area. Unfortunately we don't have the little bags that appear, right? But we get the idea, right? This is for when we're loading the airplane. Go ahead and close that compartment down. We have our fuselage main fuel tank, right? And this is going to be our main center tank. So if we have a look on this, again, we can drop that out. You can see the liquid moving down. We'll keep the fuselage full. We'll go 42 is what holds it. That'll do. And if you come on under then, this is how she works, but it's awkward to see. So this is where we can actually test all three. So if I go drone camera for this wrong button, if I were to use a drone camera, I'll show you this in a moment, but it looks like we have 3 different areas. There we go. So there's the center tank, right wing, and how do we get this now to the left wing? It's only a matter of moving it over. So it's a little bit cumbersome. It is fierce cumbersome now. How do we move you down? Okay, it doesn't want to move there. Could be just a matter of what position we want to move to. Oh no, there we go. So there's the left wing. There's the right wing. Sorry, that was the fuselage, and here's the right wing. Okay, so all your fuel inspection ports are all for your fuel probe all underneath the aircraft. So there's 3 of them there together. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, it's a little bit cumbersome to move around. That's a pain in the arse, but anyway, chocks away. Out they go. Checking on the main gear. Out hydraulic leaks and all that kind of stuff. I'm on up here now to the left flap. It's good and tight. Left aileron. All is good there. Over to the left side wing. Battery back on. And let's go for strobes and navs. They're working fine. We'll come across here now onto the leading edge of the wing, and we can duck down and just keep an eye out here. All is looking good. And now we have our left engine, so we can do the same story again. What's this say? Do not pull on door as critical damage to door linkage can result. Okay, that's just a warning. Yeah, it's a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit janky moving the controls around, but let's see what happens. Left wing. Let's go and have a look at the, we're gonna go 40 on this, drop her down. So we're balanced now, 40 in each. Go ahead and close you. And in terms of kind of probe covers, I didn't see any covers I need to worry about. Nose, wheel, turn limit, that's all grand. There is a baggage compartment up the front. I don't think I can interact with it though. And then we have our static ports here as well. So it looks pretty good. I mean, that's pretty much your walk around. Oh, our oil. I never checked the oil look. Let's see what happens here. Katie Pilot is here. Good to see you, Katie. It was lovely to meet you over the weekend. It was mighty fun. Mighty crack was had by all. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely flight coming in. Airlock Doc, thank you very much indeed for a tier 1. Hello? I'm hearing voices. Airlock Doc, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Cheers, man. 35 months, almost. Right? And of course, was a pleasure to drink in the bar that was named after this channel. So, you know, all the exhibitors brought exhibits. We brought a pub. Right, it took us ages now. We were there for weeks building it all. Right? Hope you had a great time. It was awesome hanging out with you, Katie. And yeah, really looking forward to the stuffs in the future. Right? Brilliant.
Allow myself to introduce
myself. Shout out to Katie, lads. If you don't follow Katie's channel, what's wrong with you? Ramble over. And Katie is a captain. Yeah, 320, isn't it? And right. I barely managed to start the Skoda this morning, but sure, listen, all is well. Right, oil on the left engine. It's very hard to see this. So this is sitting on the same. So if we go to our maintenance, now we go to engine 1, and we can see there's only 8 quarts, so we'll go 90% on this guy as well. And again, you can see that level. You can actually, and you can see the color of the oil. This is new oil, right? So it'll be interesting to see, once the engines run, just what way that oil color goes, because they've done that on the Comanche as well. That thickness, the grade of the oil gets darker and darker and darker. So yeah, 320 captain, good woman yourself. Skodas now, you know, that's the next thing. How to start a Skoda, cold and dark, you know. Speedbird 540, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome in. Flying Trits, good to see you. Mr. 90, hello. Bill Lear, welcome in. Murph, you're wasting all me fuel. Sorry, Bill. Can't stay. PC died, so no flights in for me. Oh, I don't believe you. Airlock Doc, you poor old devil, man. What happened? What killed it, man? Right, so our oil grade, I'm going to leave everything default for the moment, including the spark plugs, right? Leave all that alone. So I'm happy enough now with our walk around. And see what happens here. Lock that down and close it. It feels like there's 1 or 2 things missing, but again, it's early access, so you know, there's certainly enough here. Nothing I can inspect with the prop or even changing the prop. The spinner looks fine, and there's nothing blocking the intakes of the engine. Chocks have been removed, so all going well. That is us complete with our walk around. So we'll jump back inside the airplane, and let's just double check, because there's something I saw before. Yeah, it's removed the fuel tester and all that, the little fuel tester bottle. It's done all that kind of stuff as well. Right, so I'm happy enough to say our walk around is complete. Let's not click there, Murphy. Let's close the door instead by clicking here. So the bottom flap is up. Yes, lovely.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
And lovely. Yes, brilliant. 200 off me lights. Brilliant. The wind ring rudder pedals, without a doubt, blown away by how accurate they were. Oh, really? Ooh, nice. The force feedback stuff is mad for rudder pedals, isn't it? Hayden, good to see you, Hayden. Welcome in, buddy. Now, if you notice this is, and I said, like, other developers need to do this. You can open the doors, but not physically step out the airplane, which is important, right? Because sometimes you like to have the door open without automatically being, you know, transported like Star Trek outside the door. So if you want to step out of the aircraft, you actually click on the floor panel or the door panel, yeah? And now you can go back into your walking around outside the airplane. That's a nice touch. Do the same to get back in, and we just close down the main hatch. Animation a little bit kind of, you know, but we'll see what happens. Right, so let me have a look here now. So I'm happy enough that we've checked everything on the airframe. We'll do a quick inspection. The landing light is broken. So remember, we couldn't turn on that landing light. We can see straight away it's a failure. We got a problem. I love that because I was like, hey, why isn't that working? How cool is that? So we're going to click on the landing light, and it's going to say, yeah, your left landing light, it's kaput. And I do know in the Comanche, if you highlight over an area, it kind of explains more of what it is. But at the moment, we can see what the crack is. So we're going to fix that. So now our inspection, everything's looking good. Everything's tip top. We should be grand. All right, good stuff. Next up is going to be the engine. So let's have a quick read through how we're going to start this machine, right? So before the engine starts, pre-flight I've done. Passengers sit down and shut up. Seatbelts optional. Cabin door is closed and locked. Battery switch needs to be in the off position, which it is. The gear switch is in the down position. Gear down, yes. Flaps up. Well, they're not. They're actually in the neutral position. Brakes test for firm. I can't really simulate that, but I know my parking brake is on. They're good and loose. Let's go with that. Let me see. Parking brake set. Switches all off. Battery on. There's a gyro spinning up. Gear lock lights on. So there are green lights. Yeah. Elevator and rudder trim are in the neutral positions. They're now coming into neutral. Yeah, see that? See the way they were down 0? The flap is going to be a good one, so they're not actually fully down. So here's the flap operation. Up. Or maybe we need hydraulics. There we go. Flaps coming up. And see that switch holds them? I put it to the neutral position. I'll turn off the auxiliary hydraulic pump. We went a little bit ahead, but that was the hydraulic shut off here. Fuel we've checked. Low fuel warning is off. Circuit breakers are in. They don't seem to be modelled just yet. That's something that'll be added, no doubt. And let me see. Altimeter and clock. We've checked all of those. Engine start. So to start this, we're going to have prop full forward, mixture idle, crack the throttle, turn on the battery, make sure our low fuel warning goes off. Fuel selectors, we're going to cycle and listen. I'll be saying what you mean by that. Right fuel boost. Right mixture, right starter. Full rich as engine fires, throttle set for 1,000. Turn off the booster, check the gyro, then turn on your right altimeter or alternator, and then you repeat that for your left engine. Sounds fairly straightforward. So we want to get fuel in and around the system, so we'll do that by way of a boost, right? That's what we'll do. Hey Zybot, good to see you. Knackered is the technical term. Yes. Siddle, welcome aboard. 99 cent for a new bulb. Come on, Fornax. Got friends, Mike Road, good to see you. Does this have the little hatch in the back? It doesn't. I went looking for it. Right. Mike, I wonder, can we... I'm sure we could. Couldn't we tow the glider with this? Asking for a friend, right? Wouldn't that be brilliant? It's not Wednesday. No, Angel, it's not Wednesday, right? I demand it. Brilliant. Need to see more devs do that. Just Fly has fully implemented it in their 2024 aircraft. Yeah, it doesn't try you out. Does the Comanche have the feature? It does. G Slayer, good to see you, buddy. Does the left pilot seat slide forward? I don't see a clickable seat, or I don't see a click spot, no. Now that could be something that they add in, right? But at the moment, no. There's no animations or movements on the switches, right? Right, okay, we better get this machine started. Let's see what happens. We can look at our... maintenance. We'll look at the engine analyzer. We're going to go on to number 2, right? And we're going to start this up. We're going to put on our nav and beacon light, right? Master battery switch is on. Props, they told us go full forward. I want to kind of, put some fuel into the machine. So we're going to put on our main fuel booster. Our switch is not cross-feeding from the wing. We're going to keep this on the fuselage and the wing. I can hear a pump. There's full mixture. I'm not seeing anything by the way of fuel flow. You move across here, Chief. Interesting. We're definitely going on the right side. There's the crossfeed valve open. Boost. That's the valve closing. We're seeing tiny fuel flow up here, so that looks good to me, right? So we're going to keep that booster on, crack the throttle, mixture to 0, mags, right, left, both. And we can see this here in our engine visualizer, right? Let's hope this starts. Clear prop. And sure, listen, we'll give it a bash, will we? Uh-oh. How do we do this now? Mixture. She ain't diking that, friends. Let's keep that fuel flow up there for a moment. Turn that off. We'll go mixture out. Start again. There's the start. Okay, so we're aiming for 1,000 RPM. I flooded the engine, that's what happened. Right, so there's 1,000 RPM. Easy does it. Low fuel warning is already off. Cross feed and all that jazz is good. Right, alternator comes on. You can see it here on our annunciator panel. Okay, we got a good start. Let's repeat the process now for the left side. So, booster coming on. We got mixture rich. Give it all the welly. We can see fuel flow is coming up. Close that off. Booster pump off. It's going to be harder to reach. Right, left, both. Open the throttle. Keep it at 1,000. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens here. So, clear prop. Easy now. You nearly got there, Chief. Come on. That's a good way of killing a battery. Easy now. You can kind of see where I'm getting stuck. It's just, do you know what would be ideal? It's having two throttles. But let's see what happens, right? We're going to keep this at 1,000. We're going to increase the left throttle. Keep the mixture out. We'll give it a turn. And that'll do her nicely. Yes. Let's start on the left. Both sides at 1,000. Left side is a little bit lower. That'll warm up in the manifold pressure. Sounds good, right? They're warming up. There's your fuel pump working. Spark plug's working. Sparks are all working on this side. Everything's looking good there. I mean, it sounds good, right? Easy now. Don't worry, Murph. We all knew you'd mess up at the first go. It's grand. You certainly could try it. Mike, we gotta try this. This should tow the glider. Right, left alternator coming on. Small little difference in both manifolds, but that's okay. You can see there's a difference in the cylinder temperature, oil temperature, all the jazz. We're going to keep it at around 1,000 RPM. And we're just bring our mixture down a little bit so we're not overcooking the spark plugs. Gibbon says, Murph, did you tell everyone what you said to our captain while boarding? I do it all the time. I shouted in, right lads, we've about 6,000 hours of flight simulation experience. We're in seat 37A and B if you need anything. And sometimes they're like, what an absolute gobshite. And other times they're like, you know, flight simmers get it. Some people don't get it, you know. But yeah, I do that all the time. It's brilliant. Yeah, I don't. I use one for prop. And there's my prop lever, and then I use individual throttles, yeah. So let's just keep them ticking over just under 1,000 RPM. Alternators are all on at this stage, right? Come back in here quickly to our checklist. That's all grand. Engine start, warm up. So 1,000 RPM, prop full forward, mixture rich, throttle 1,500, cycle prop, mags, and then gyro pressure. Right, that's all grand. So let's look at the maintenance of the airplane, the engine. So let's go in and inspect this. Everything sounds great. Engine 1, great. Engine 2. And we can see the compression here in the cylinders as well. On the pistons. Yeah, we're grand. All is looking well. Electrical systems. All is looking well. Right. Let's see what else we can do in here. So we'll check some of the loading on the electrical side. So we'll go ahead and turn on the avionics master switch. Auto trim. And let's have a look to see what's happening here. Cabin lights we can turn on as well. Okay, so we're going to reset our directional heading, put that in sync with our magnetic compass, reset our baro. Britain DC, good to see you, man. Welcome home, Murph. It was great to see you and spend some time over in Rhode Island. On to Minneapolis. Meet at Murphy's in 15. Right? 100%. We'll have to. Is there a Murphy's pub in Minneapolis? We'll have to find out. Great to see you, Britton. It was awesome hanging out with you, buddy. Where's this now? 5:30 only. Oh yes, Fornax, you can put a 750 in this if you wish. Right? Now we were saying fill, so this is all our quantity stuff. Step or lean? Battery, outside air temperature, that's all grand. Lean finder, rich of peak. You can go rich or lean of peak, right? Hydraulic, auxiliary hydraulic. So we do have hydraulic pressure over here. See this? I want to see what the difference is when we turn on the auxiliary pump. Will we get higher pressure? No. But what if we close off the valve? Now I imagine we need to use the flaps or hydraulics for that to wear out. So let's lower the flaps. Flaps are moving. Hydraulic pressure is jumping around the place. That'll eventually wear down though because I've the valve closed. That's interesting. If the valve was closed, that should run out. No? See the way it's kind of going back again? What if we open the valve? Will that do it? Auxiliary pressure will refill it. Interesting. I might call that a bug. I need to read up on the hydraulic systems, but if you have the hydraulic valve closed and you use up all the hydraulics, shouldn't that run out? No? It's not a big to do. I want to learn this plane, so let's pretend all is well for the moment. Air control, so cabin, right? Air temperature, fan. You're getting all the audio in these as well, right? ADF there, our little squawk box. We'll go standby. Our DME is working. Heading motor GPS, sweet. Nav is looking good. ADF is working good. Speaker system looks good. Autopilot master switch, we'll mess that now in a moment. JPI mode, EGT or fuel flow. Gallons per hour. And then EGT. Alright, so we can use all of that. Sweet. What else do we want to do? Cylinder temperatures are okay. Pressure's a little bit low, but we'll bring that up now in a minute. For your amp meter, left alternator, your bus is full, right alternator. So let's do a quick test. I want to kill the right alternator. What should happen here is the amps will drop, but if you check the left, they'll go above whatever, 5. They should go a lot higher and carry, right? So the right amps are currently on. Let's turn off the right alternator. So there's our amps dropping, and if we look on the left side, that should increase. That's up to 10, right? If I turn back on the right alternator, that should fire back up. So there's the drop to 5, and there's the drop to 5. Alright, let's test the left alternator. Left alternator is now dead. Right alternator has taken its load, right? And we'll turn this guy back on. He's rising back up to about 5 volts. They're about 4 each, and the main bus about 9. Alright, that's working well. What else do we need here now? Yeah, I need to double check the hydraulic system, because that is interesting, isn't it? Johnny Chu, good to see you. Have a problem installing the Aerostar. It comes up and I get an error code 448. Let's have a look. So it's a 448. Is the fuel gauge not working? Which one, Sean? So we have fuel here. Fuel here. Yeah. These are all your fuel gauge indicators. So no, they seem to be fine. Now, let's have a look at our prop de-icer, right? So, if I were to turn on my pitot heat first, prop de-icer, when I turn this switch on, we should see the amps rise, which we do. We'd also see our voltage rise, which we kind of do. Now that's interesting. Why are the amps falling down on this side? Let's try that again. Prop de-icer on. Amps are reading here. And the amps are 4, let's say. Turn off the prop de-icer. And the amps drop right down over here to about 2 or 3. Need to check the logic on that. Maybe it's right. Don't know. Doesn't seem right. Center gauge on the right top row. Correct. This is our fuel here, yeah? Now we'll check our annunciator panel. So we can see crossfeed, low fuel, auxiliary hydraulics, heater fail, left and right fire, alternator, and autopilot trims. So, right, Cockpit development team, thank you very much indeed. Tier 1, where are we at? Good to see you, Seb. 36 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. All right. Let's have a look here. So, taxi light, there's going to be a landing light. We'll go left light. And let's just double check this outside the airplane. There's the lights working. Let's do a quick sound test, lads, will we? Let's have a listen. Sounds pretty. Okay, we got some good sounds. Real good sounds. They might have a little bit more work to do on them, but they're pretty good. See how the sound changes, right? Yeah, well, that's pretty good, right? They sound like they're a cut paste from the default Baron. No, I don't think so. Really? No, they're their own sounds, man. They all like homing. They don't sound default to me. Because they have the, we say WIs, but like they have the spatial sounds, if that makes sense. You know? I do know some of the earlier ones, they were saying the sounds weren't fully finished, but no, they sound pretty good to me. Let's jump into the cockpit and just have a quick listen. Have a listen. quite unique.
Hello there.
Unicom, good to see you. Great job in the prop animations. Kind of hope Black Square do the same. It's like you can almost feel that power. Like, that's idle at the moment, right? Small bit of power. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Sky Command, good to see you. The photos we took are under the national security classification. No one can know about the shenanigans. Good to see you, Sky Command. Dude, it was great meeting you. Once again, over at the place with the thing. Sounds great, yeah. It sounds really good. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at what we're going to do here. So, we're in a place called, what's it called? We're in Arkansas. And this, friends, is Mena. We're at Mena Airport. And this, if you watched American Made, well, this was the place, right? We also have internal lights. Will we try some nighttime lighting, lads? Let's have an old go at this.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Ooh. What are you messing there at? Jesus. Actually, I want to test that in a moment. Let's get these lights up bright. Yes. There's strobe lights on here as well, right? Do we have lights on top? We should have. Okay, we got some nice lights there. Got some nice cabin lights. I wonder, hang on now, there's more lights. Right, so there are lights, right? And they're alright. It's very nice up here, isn't it?
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Now I wonder, is there anything in the tablet for cabin lights? Yeah, we do. Instrument lights, panel light, map light. There are overhead lights. Ah, look at this. Yeah, you can. This is way easier. You can use this. Cabin lights on or off, right? So that's pretty decent. I do. That lighting is gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? That's gorgeous. Muse, you just gifted a tier 1 sub to Sky Command. What an absolute ledge. Oh, the lights outside are pretty. Oh, yes. Jesus! There's all stuff happening. Any bills have entered the chat. Have you just seen what they've done? Did you just see what they've done? They've just dropped 50 tier 1 subs. I need to go and lie down for a minute. 50 of them! Lads, if you just received a tier 1 sub by the awesome Inni Bills, do be sure to say thank you very, very much indeed. We're going to be checking out Doha tomorrow, live on stream. Along with everything else, the updates to the A350, the new cabin packs, it's all going to be happening tomorrow. Inni Bills, thank you very, very much indeed. That's insane support, lads. Amazing support. Thank you very, very much indeed. We're here checking out A2A's latest, releasing this as a early access. And I'm liking the lights. Do you know, there's not a lot of lighting with it, but it looks good, doesn't it? Now I'll mess with the exposure just so you can kind of see the lights. Look at those strobes, look. Right? Now I've increased the level of the exposure just so you can kind of really see, right? That's impressive. Those strobes are awesome looking. Let's go back here to that beacon. So it's a flash beacon or a strobe beacon, right? Not all beacons rotate, so that's a nice strobe light. Although, is that that's just a flash. And we've got another one underneath the aircraft. Just a flash beacon, and then we got this light at the very, very back. Man, that's cool, isn't it? That's really, really nice. Yeah, Inni Bills, absolutely amazing support, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. That was insane. Insane support from Mini Bills. Thank you very, very much indeed. And lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, a lot of you did, just be sure to say thank you very much indeed. So, yeah, the night lighting of this is pretty, isn't it? Very pretty. Black Cat Music, good to see you, buddy. You're very welcome in. Like the wing view, see the strobes on the ground? That's good, isn't it? Right, we'll make it daytime again. We'll go back to live time. Mind your eyes. Ah, we're blind. So, what else do you want to do here now? We're going to go on to transponder on, right? And let's see what sort of trouble we can get ourselves into, shall we? As I said, we're on the ground at Mina. So let's have a quick look here. Wind condition at Mina. Let's have a look. So we are KMEZ. Weather at the moment, we have winds 340 at 4 knots. Alright. So, what do we have in front of us? 09, not so much. 17 or 35. That's a narrow runway, but we can chance it. Let's go for 35, right? And let's see what sort of trouble we can get into, right? It's looking good. It's looking very good. Yeah, both Doha sceneries are incredible. Yeah, do you know what I can't wait? It's all the helipads. There's so many helipads gone in there. It's incredible. Element. Thank you very much indeed for subscribing. You're very welcome aboard. Right, let's see what happens here. Off the brakes. Oh, we're getting a GPS issue. Look at this, actually. Actually, before we go, let's test this autopilot. So autopilot is off. Let's go heading mode and let's see if the gyros work on this, right? Autopilot test. Okay. Let's go heading. Autopilot on. And let's go for right turn. But we need to be in heading mode. My trims are turned on, aren't they? That's interesting. Auto trim is working, but in terms of turn, should that not be on heading mode? No, autopilot's on, attitude is on. Ah, heading mode, Murph. There she blows. Brilliant. Let me see. Captain J-Bone, you're very welcome in. Thank you very much indeed. 98 Vulcan, thank you so much indeed for your tier 1 sub for 15 months. What an absolute legend. Cheers, man. Okay, let's go left side.
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Flight director's working. Yokes are following the movement. All looks well. Restoring, thank you very much indeed as well. Incredible support, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. A great bunch of lads. Okay, so I'm happy enough with the autopilot. It will follow heading mode. We can't interact here. What is just down here?
10-4, good buddy.
Autopilot is now in the off position. We can turn off the master switch. Autopilot system off. Flight director drops. Okay. Medivac gifted the tier 1 sub. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Bloody hell, it's gone bananas. They've all gone nuts. Thank you very, very much indeed, lads. Really appreciate it. Right, flaps. We're going to set 10 degrees of flaps. So to do this, we drop it in the down position and then neutral once we've hit our desired flap deflection. A couple of things we're going to do just before we go, because I'm very interested to see the level of completeness, if that makes sense, right? So we're going to check on the old controls, headphone simulation. Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Captain J-Bone, absolutely, dude. It was so nice to meet so many lovely, lovely people at Expo. Leo Sticks, welcome in. My dude, good to see you. Shatter Mage, thank you for the bits. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. Okay, headphone simulation works very well. Sounds good, guys, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah. Right, so the last thing I want to do here, right? Wait till we see this. Mixture's okay. Arch NDA is in the house. Welcome in, Arch. Hope you're keeping well. I was lurking in your in real life streamage. I think you're heading out tomorrow, Arch. Isn't that right? Well, you're driving down some of the way. Good to see you. Peter Caruso, good to see you. Texas One Flyboy, you're very welcome in, my dude. Hope you're well. Right, so let's have a look at this, right? What I want to do, we're gonna put some power in, and I'm going to close off the right side fuel tank, and I want to see what happens. So we're going to be monitoring not only the fuel flow, but also if the engine is going to start going. Right? Let's see what happens. Right side fuel is now off. Let's see what happens. Because once it starts starving itself of the fuel, there's no more fuel being pumped in. It should be coughing and spluttering. Then we'll turn it back on, right? So see the fuel flow. Now it's showing me that the pressure is indicating. Now it's dropping. Listen. See the RPM fluctuating. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I don't know why the fuel flow is increasing. I said that to Scott the last day, and it's doing it again. We can all see it's clearly doing it. Now, is that because it's the pressure on the tank? There's no fuel in there anymore, so it thinks it's actually pushing more fuel in. I'm unsure. Let's test it on the left engine, right? So again, keep the RPM up where it is. We're going to turn off the fuel tank effectively, right? And we're seeing the fuel flow increase now on the left side, but keep a look at the RPM and listen. So it's burning up all the fuel available. There she goes, look. Oh man, that's good. Look at that. That's simulating the actual movement of fuel. As it's swishing around, you close off the valve. It can only use the fuel now that's left because it's isolated, and it doesn't just immediately turn off. It's trying to use what it can, and they've simulated that. Just look at, I mean, that's class. That's very, very good. I need to read up on why the fuel flow meter increases when you turn it off. Maybe it's the pressure in the tank. If any of you guys know, is that right? Lewis, good to see you. I have some Latin American friends who have a special delivery. Lewis, can we do something with the trap door? Right? Brilliant. There's all the thanks coming in for Innie Bills. Amazing, amazing support, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. Again, 50 subs is redonkulous. Very, very much appreciated. Arch, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. All right, let us have a quick look on what we're doing just before we roll off here, because the cabin temperature, that's what we're after. 80 degrees, that's all nice. Controls are doing what they need to do. Quick check to make sure everything's doing what it needs to. Yes. Fuel and payload, that's all fine, right? And our electrical stuff is working. All right. Next is going to be a run-up, but we'll do that shortly. We're going to taxi and hold short runway 35. So come off the brakes, test the brakes as we're moving. Yes. I don't know what that does. What's that switch for? Is that a light switch? Possibly. I get ourselves turned here. Oh, she's heavy on the ground. Alrighty, she's hard to turn. I'll give her that. Easy now. So it's very much differential braking. So let's go into our options to see what we can play around with there. Persistence by livery, realistic parking brake, right? Gyro drift is there, gyro sound is there, realistic steering. So what if I turn this off? Now I have steering by, oh man, that's so smooth. I can use the steering by moving the rudder pedals, right? However, if I go realistic steering, now it's from differential braking. And what I mean by that is a little bit of right brake, little bit of left brake, and the rudder is effectively useless until I get more airflow over it. And you have the option to turn that on or off as well. Nice. That's really pilot preference and what sort of hardware that you have. So just want to watch that, right? Arch, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Excited for this one. It's gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous. Right. Unknown button on a plane. Yeah, well, I don't know what it does. Now, hang on. I should have mentioned all of this. So the aircraft ships with a number of different manuals. Prior, there's a nose wheel steering rocker switch. Yeah, we noticed that. There's one here, look. So the aircraft ships with the actual owner's manual of the Aerostar. Right? Like, as in, this is the actual one. And that's like Ted Smith Aircraft Company. So this is the real deal. This is a copy of the real airplane manual. And like, that's the confidence of A2A. They're like, our work's the very same way, right? Because remember, they owned and operated this airplane. Let me see, the EDM, let me see. The EDM computer, so this is how we do our either lean or rich of peak, right? Our Collins instructions, let me see. So that's your audio panel for your Collins unit and all your nav and comm switches, including our transponder, right? Then we have our Century 4 autopilot system. How does this work? Right? Has go around mode. Sweet. What else do we have? So there's 4 documents there that we can be tracing over if we wanted to learn what was going on effectively, right? Nice. I'm not sure, Cyberdammy. I think they still have it, but it was crashed, so I don't know, did they get it fixed? Formerly built in Santa Maria, California. Correct and right. Average squid should be down under the throttles. Yeah, so if we look down here, we have this nose steering rocker switch. But because we're... Well, we can do the best of both worlds. If I put in realistic steering, right? Yeah, it's so this is almost like a tiller. So you can actually use that nose steering switch. That powers a little motor on the nose wheel, or you can use your differential braking, or if you have, you can use differential engine thrust. Look at this, right side, left side. See how the aircraft will move based on where the power is coming from. And a lot of pilots who fly twin aircraft, that's how they maneuver on the ground, right? First aircraft with proper GPSS support. That's what, really? Sweet. Yeah, Lewis, it's incredible work here, man. All shocked, like, you know, the speed in which this thing came out, but very excited. Very, very excited. Alright, so engine management is going to be the challenge here, and definitely maintaining speed, doing the best we can, right? So let me see, that's an active runway. We'll go straight on. We're going to go for full length departure and get a good idea of the sounds. Check on the engine temps and pressures. There's not an altitude hold switch that you're used to. There is, but you can't pre-select altitude. There's no pitch, but you can hold attitude, so that's going to be good. The yoke looks super clean. Yeah, there's a bit of texture. Jesus, there's a bit of texturing on it. See here, if I get closer to it, like, you can see the detail on it kind of from that angle. Yeah, so there are textures on it. Do you know what I mean? On both of them. On both of them. We better do a quick run up here. Barry C mode engaged. I agree. Alright. So we'll try and point ourselves into the wind on this one as best we can. So park and brake engaged. Mixture coming up. And we're going to increase the RPM up to about 1500. If there is a slight difference between both engines, we won't worry too much about that for the minute. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do a quick mag test, right? So if we look at maintenance and we look at the engine visualizer, we'll go on the right side first. So at 1500, we're going to drop off the mag. We'll see the icon here, and we'll also see our RPM drop. So we'll go on to the left mag on the right side. There's the drop. Back to both. It recovers. Let's try the right mag. There's the drop. It recovers. Now we do the same on the left side. Engine 1. That's interesting. See the way it only barely dropped? That could be a sign that it didn't go smoothly. See that? That's a sign of fouling. We can fix that. So if we were to reduce the mixture on the left side, let's increase the RPM ever so slightly. Burn off some of that carbon, yeah? Mr. Rich, RPM back down to 15. Let's check out the left side again. That's slightly better. Back to both. That's more smooth. All right. Let's do a quick cycle of the prop. Let's look for 4 of these. Here's one. Nice drop. Oh, the sounds, lads. Okay, drop in RPM, increase in manifold, and then we'll see a drop in fuel. And at this stage, you're hoping that you're not getting any oil, you know, shooting out over the engines. You know what I mean? Regarding manuals, don't forget to post on the forums where we've posted manual excerpts we have done for a bunch of systems. Sweet. Perfect, yeah. So over on the A2A forums on the website, go to the A2A forums. You can see sections of the upcoming manual will be available there for you to grab, so you can kind of dive and delve into the systems. As I said, the aircraft in its current state ships with a number of different manuals. They're from the actual airplane, and that's a fairly strong indication of where A2A are at, right? Pretty cool. Now, let me just double check this on the prop. See the angle of the prop as I'm moving the prop lever? See that? Jeez, that nearly stalled the engine, but it sounded lovely, didn't it? Oh. Not at all good for the engine, it just sounds nice. Alright, will we get this thing in the air, lads? What do we reckon, friends? Off the brakes. Spin ourselves around to the side. Easy now. We expect people to get very confused on the autopilot and GPSS stuff. Yep. Me included, Lewis. I have to read up on it, man. Barry Seal mode engaged. Jays is a mad airport. It has taxiway markings on the runway. Let me see. Is it Weissflaw? Thank you very much indeed for the follow. Good to see you. Right, let's just go up past this mad taxi gadget here. Alright. Squawking, flaps are set, lights are on. Mixture's rich. Fuel pumps, leave them off. Autopilot, heading mode, we're on runway heading. There is gyro drift every couple of minutes, that's just going to move. Alright, let's see what happens here. So, brakes are on, power coming in. Off the brakes, let's go flying. Jesus! Airspeed alive. 80 knots. 90 knots. Oopsie daisy. Pause, we're ready to climb. Gear is coming up. Watts on RPM. Now, I have a red light on the gear. I wonder, is the gear actually up? Let's give ourselves a little bit of trim here. It says gear up. Okay, red light means the gear is up. So far, so good. Right, manifold pressure. Let's see if we get 24. And 24. Flaps in. In terms of prop sync, I don't see one, so this is up to us to figure out. Oh, it's very smooth. It's very smooth. Easy now. Okay, nicely climbing here. Temps and pressures are good. There's a small deviation between both sides. Let's try headphone simulation mode, lads, for the sheer crack of it. That's better. Okay, so there is a little bit of P factor I'm getting. So we'll add in a little bit of trimmage here. There we go. Easy now. Let's try 21. Easy. 150 knots. Very comfortable, isn't it? Hey, Linny's here. Good to see you. And it's doing what I want. When I reduce the torque, it loses that kind of roll factor, which is what it should be doing, right? Okay, very smooth. Good sounds. Let's just adjust a little bit of trim here. Let's put on our autopilot. So we're going to head due west 270 degrees, and we're going to arm altitude hold, heading mode, autopilot on. Vertical speed should calm itself down because we're on altitude hold. 270, restart our gyro, make sure we're all on the one page, which we are. Speed is going to start picking up now, 160 knots. Oh, just under 21 inches, right? Let's see where the engines now aren't perfectly synced. I know the right engine is going to be warmer. So let's see. What if we were to increase the RPM on the left? No, nothing to do with the RPM. Easy. I wonder, for manifold pressure, I wonder, do we need to be checking with the throttles? Let's bring the left up a smidgen. There we go. Alright, that's fairly well synced. RPM is dancing around a bit, so she's not running too smooth. They're going to drop the mixture a smidgen. Let this all calm down. Got mountains ahead, but we're alright. A very slight deviation between our engines here. The left is a little bit too fast. 2300, right? It's just pretty, isn't it? Now, as I say, like, this is released as early access, but Lewis, I don't know if you can let Scott know. The only thing I'm noticing, if I were to turn off one of the fuel valves, I'm seeing an increase in the fuel flow. Friggin' this guy, look. When I go messing with the fuel, if I turn off one of the fuel tanks, I'm seeing an increase in the fuel flow for the engine in which I've just turned off that fuel tank, right? Now, you can starve the engine, and that's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm just wondering why we're seeing an increase in the fuel flow indicator. I wonder, is it to do with the is it like a pressure-based system, right? I wonder if that's the doohickey there. Temps and pressures, let's have a look. Fuel grand, oil grand, temperature grand, cylinder heads grand. There's no cowl flaps on this that I'm aware of, right? Seems okay. We know our rudder trim is slightly out because the plane is actually half banking left here. So let's cancel out some of that rudder trim to see can we get these wings level. So rudder trim left a bit. Let's keep him 0 now, right? Yeah, the plane is now back to where it needs to be. All right, so for a heading, let's do a left turn here. Let's bring it all the way over to 180 degrees. As we're flying around Arkansas. Not too far from Texas here. I mean, isn't it pretty? I mean, isn't it very, very pretty? It is a fine looking machine, this, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it absolutely a gorgeous looking airplane? The design, like from the late 60s, produced all the way up to the mid 80s. Strobe lights looking good. Piper bought it and didn't do anything with it. Yeah, I mean, what do you need to do to it, right? Maybe change the engines. I mean, we know that, we know that Ted wanted to put friggin' jets on this thing. Like, could you imagine if this had jets? Even turboprop. I mean, the Barry Seal vibes you're going to get from this machine. Right? You know, you go back into the late day of the 1980s. You know what I'm saying? Which you could. I mean, you absolutely could. Tis very pretty, lads. Hang on now, we'll load in one of these. It's very pretty, isn't it? All right, let's see what speeds we can get out of this, right? Don't know why that button isn't working. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We like messing with things. Let me see here. Let's go into this for a second. Control Alt 9, right? Control Alt 9. There were some errors. Well, sure. Reload the gadget. Bit of reshade for the fun. Do you know what I mean? Right. Now, will this work now? Oh. Let me see. Settings. There should be a button here for this. No. 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 Alright, I thought I had a button for that. Never mind. Right, let's do another left turn here. What I want to do a speed test. How fast can we actually get this machine, right? So we're, what, 3,500 feet? We probably want to climb a little bit. So let's go to attitude mode and let's pitch up. There we go. We're doing about 180 knots. We'll climb at 1,000 feet a minute. Let's increase this manifold pressure. 2,500. More, 26. Off she goes. Let's see what we can do with the speed, right? Coming up on 4,000 feet. Little bit more pitch in there. Weebles, good to see you, buddy. Mr. Joe, good to see you. It's reshade, but I was trying to get something to work, but it doesn't seem to work. Everything else works. We just sometimes have problems trying to activate that profile. Weird, right? Reload. Some work, some don't. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do at all. Right. Okay, so speed. 5,000? Let's call it 5,000. I'm gonna lock on to altitude hold. Alright. Now to get the beans out of this thing, let's have a quick look at our engine analyzer as we're doing this, because this will show you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. We're at friggin' rental power when it comes to our engines. Mixture looks good. Yeah, we're looking good. So how fast can we actually push this? $190. $195. Easy does it. Is the... Yeah, no, I've active noise cancelling. Have a listen. You'll hear the wind now, listen. Right? The wind sounds are quite good. Right, she's hitting 200 knots. Let's see how fast we can really push this. Based on the wind and the weather, this seems to be the max we're doing at this temperature and altitude. 200 knots is pretty good though. Okay, 200. Yeah, it's pretty good. 200? Alright. What about throwing some failures in on this thing? Right engine out, autopilot takes over. Let's see how well she holds, right? Kill the right engine, out of the prop. There she goes. It's still windmilling. I don't know, is it like fully feathered? I might need a lower airspeed. You can hear it coughing and spluttering. You hear that? Now the mag is off. Turn the fuel off. Let's take it out of autopilot. Autopilot off. Let's pitch up, get the speed down. There she goes, we fully stopped the prop. Okay, that's a good test. Fully feathered, right? Oh, Jesus. Yep. Alright, watch your speed now. Left engine's doing all the heavy lifting. Alright, let's see, can we restart her? So, prop. Let's see if we can get the wind to give her a little bit of a rock. Alright, Betsy, let's see what we can do. There she goes. Okay, so she's windmilling. Fuel. Mag. 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 There she blows. Oh, Jesus. It's a propeller overspeed, look. Wow. Nice. Oh, jeez, that was lovely. Okay, it works well on the right engine. Let's get the left engine. You hear that clicking, yeah? So, if you want to slow this down, let's pitch up, reduce the airspeed. There, she stopped. Easy now. Alright, let's see, can we give her a head start? Get that airspeed up. And we'll turn her into the wind. There she goes. Bring the prop up. Fuel open. Mixture open. Mag right. She's fired. Left both. Oh, not fast enough. Bring the prop up. There she goes. Come on, Betsy. Yes. Beautiful. So far so good. All right, RPM. Back up again. Oh, it's so responsive. All right, let's see what some stalls look like. Oopsie daisy. We just happened to find ourselves an IMC, but don't worry about it. It's totally safe. All right. So there's your gear warning horn. That's listening for the stall. Hear the shutter. Dips a wing. Power coming in. And recover. Those sounds are pretty good, aren't they? Alright, let's try it again. Go real aggressive now. Oh man, it's so fluid. Don't die, Murphy. It's very, very smooth, isn't it? Alright, let's try some power on stuff. Easy now. Change the angle. It almost lost it. No stall warning, interesting. There she goes. Oh man, it's so very smooth. It's beautiful. Right, what if we inadvertently cause a bit of damage? Not that you'd want to, but you know what I'm saying? Can we overspeed a prop? I ain't liking that. The fuel flow is still rising. Hey, Sparky's fan, good to see you. New Staffa, welcome in, buddy. VR Flight Sim guy, welcome in, guys. Ah, absolutely, Moose. It was awesome, mate. It was awesome. So we're here just taking the Aerostar, just out for a first look. I mean, they're saying it's early access, so I want to see exactly what they're working on, right? So far, the only thing that seems not coded yet is the electrical system when it comes to your circuit breakers. There's probably one or two other kind of bits of polish to be applied. In terms of the flying capabilities of it, it feels so very natural, very, very smooth. You know, normal conditions, outside of normal conditions, and even the engine now. I just want to see putting the engine under a bit of pressure, intentionally, of course, right? Is there sick bags in it, right? Right. So we're after running that right engine considerably hard there, right? What about getting our mixture all wrong? That's another test we can do. So you can see it's not liking that lack of mixture and the coughing and spluttering. So much so we nearly lost the engine, look. That's done so well, man. It's just done so well. Yeah, headphone simulation. Very calm. No, I doubt we can open... I doubt it. No, so we can't... we can't open the door. But that's okay. Yeah, what do you think of it, lads? Are you impressed? I think it's very pretty. Right, let's see what the structural integrity is like. Let's see what happens. There's 200, 220, 240 knots. Easy. Flaps. 10 degrees, 20 degrees at this speed. Let's go 30 degrees. There's no way you can take full flaps at this speed. Let's see. Okay, I'm after feeling there's something there. Flaps up. Flaps indicate up. Interesting to see what happens now, right? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with this picture? My flaps are indicating as up. Oh dear. We've absolutely shagged the flaps. The flaps are no longer working. They've been shagged. So my flap indication says they're up. Flaps, they're not up. And look at the speed. It's struggling here big time. Oh dear. Right. Oh dear. Let's see what happens. I broke it. I broke it. Duluth Fly, welcome aboard. You wouldn't do this ordinarily, but like again, lads, this is a first. It's a first look preview to see what A2A have been working on, and when they say they're releasing something in an early access,
Hello there.
I think there's more than enough here for anyone who's nervous about adapting to an early access, because you're probably thinking, it's not going to be right. It's not right. There's a lot working here. The only thing missing for me, a little bit of polish. You know, on the sounds, and maybe the walk around it's a little bit janky, right? It's janky as hell, actually. And the electrical system when it comes to your circuit breakers. That's about it. Everything else feels fine. I am, Mr. Chippy, I am, yeah. Right, so let's see what the landing's going to do. Let's see if we can repair the flaps, and we'll see what happens, right? What's the worst that could happen? Everything, Murph, everything. Like, we're back at 200. And what if I just kept the flap handle up? I mean, can the wind... Can the wind push the flaps in? Look, see that right flap has gone up? Jesus. I wonder, is there any way to get that left flap up there? Because if I keep the flap actuator open, surely the wind is... Hopefully the wind is enough to push it home, right? Yeah, look. Now, if I were to lock the flap position... So at speed, we're looking good, right? But I have a terrible feeling when we go slow, them flaps are just going to drop. That's what I reckon, right? So, well, let's see. Yeah, look. Now, is that happening just by coincidence? Let's pick up the speed and see what happens, right? So, picking up speed. Yeah, look at the flap going up. The wind is actually pushing the flap up. Yeah, see that? Don't run out of friggin' air, Murphy. Alright, pull her up. We're giving it the beans, so let's see what happens. The faster we go, that flap should be getting forced up now by the wing, or by the wind. Because the right side is decent. Oh, no, the right side's in trouble now, look. That's after dropping. Oh, Jesus. What's our airspeed? 140. Right, let's see what we can do here. What if we climb here for a bit, right? Oh, I'm after feeling the change. I know a flap has moved there. That's nuts. You can actually feel that directly on the controls straight away. And I've no way to retract those flaps. I'm after breaking the motor completely. So the challenge here is, let's gain a bit of altitude and let's see if we can increase the speed enough to see can the wind actually push those flaps in. Tim Dog, good to see you. Oh, dude, could you imagine if it was the force feedback with this? Oh, yeah. That'd be amazing. Like, see the way that's not me throwing the plane around the place. I'm just trying to keep it level. It's a failure, Hank. It's a failure. Right, so let's see what we can do. Let's pick up the speed. And let's see if those flaps will come up a bit. No such luck yet. The right one's going up. Okay, we got the right one up, kinda. Now it's dropping down again. So the wind is impacting on it. That's friggin' nuts. No, not a final build yet. They're releasing it as an early access release. Plenty of power. Alright, let's check the gear animation. Lower the gear. Oh man, that's beautiful. Very fast, isn't it? How do you fix it in flight, or can you? I'm not sure. I wouldn't say you can. Let's see if we can. So if we go to maintenance, airframe, inspect, flap, yeah, they're shagged. Can we fix them? Oh yeah, look at that, we can fix them mid-air. Okay, I don't know, do we like that feature or not, but at least you know you have the option, right? So both flaps should now be back, which they are. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Ah, Dula, delighted for you, buddy. Delighted. No, I don't think this is coming to. I don't believe this is coming to 2020. And by pre-release, it's available to buy now, guys. You can buy this aircraft right now in this current state. And you know what? I think it's good, man. This is very good. Barry Seal vibes only. It's trying so hard to stall. Or rather, not to stall. Uh-oh, there she goes. It is so smooth. Right. Let's see, can we put this thing down? Easy now, Jemima. Let's go for some flaps here. Down they go. Down the pedal quick. Let's go 30. All right. Let's see what happens here. Got a 50-90, Ralph. And she's pouring. Pouring, we say. Easy. Remember, does not like low speed, this thing. Easy. Down you got your double. All right. Beautiful. Flaps in. Flaps in. Now, hang on. This is going to be the next crack, right? You have to do these things. We're going to overload the airplane, right? And I mean, we're going to fill the thing with, you know, flour or baking powder, something like that, right? And let's see what happens. Easy, Jemima. So I think some folks are saying they're having some issues with an error trying to install it. A2A are using a new installer for this. So if you're having issues, lads, let us know. I'll jump on to their Discord and let them know that there's issues. Let's see if we can get that ironed out, right? Easy now. We better listen to the old engine before we take off here, but we're going to load the bit chase out of this plane now, right? So, bring it to a stop. Park and brake engaged. It's door open. Right. Engine analyzer. Looking good. Engines, let's go ahead and inspect. So, me extreme rough flying, it's actually fine. Check the airframe. We're fine. Alright. Fuel and the payload. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's put a bit of weight in the back. Right, it ain't liking that. $241, $241. 251. It's gonna be interesting. We're overweight. 181, 181. Do we go £6,000 for the sheer crack? £170 you wish. Right? Who are you telling? How many pounds do you weigh, Murph? That's right, yeah. Alright, we got £6,000 on this airplane. Nothing to worry about. Off the brakes. Taxi forward here for a second. For takeoff, there goes my door. For takeoff, we'll go flaps 15, right? Oh, full fuel as well. Good call. Full of the fuel. Bloody hell. £6,400. Bloody hell. Right, let's see what happens here. Let's give it a bit of a look here as well. Just to make it look interesting, do you know what I mean? It's a very, very pretty plane, isn't it? Can it do the thing with the yoke? Oh man, look at the lighting on those props. Listen, if this works now, brilliant. If this doesn't work, you know... Oh dear. Right. It can only go one way. Mixture, rich, prop, full. Power coming in. Off the brakes. Full power. 40 knots. Oh, bloody hell. 60. Come on. 80. No. No. 100. Yay. Brilliant. Get those gear up. We're holding 100 knots. That's it. The nose dropped down, man. Brilliant. 110. Engines are screaming. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a runway. It's a runway. Oh, that's insane, isn't it? That's ridiculous. Hang on, this will work as well, won't it? It's American made, man. American made. Aerostar for sale. One owner. Lightly used. Brilliant, Steve. Brilliant. Jesus! We need the medallion just to hang around the compass, right? It is absolutely ridiculous, this thing, man. You gotta love it, man.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit. It ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, nice shows. Boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack. Take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on.
So, like, with all the extra weight loaded into this airplane, it's so sluggish. I mean, you can really feel it. The elevator is totally dumbed out of it. The roll is just, forget it. And if you notice when you're trying to fly fast, look, it just can't handle it. It just can't get the turn in. I mean, she'll rock the wings, but like, it won't turn. Brilliant, man. It feels so good.
Baby, come on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't.
We're doing 235 knots. This thing is a rocket ship.
Come on now, mama. Don't you hesitate. Grab my hand where we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back, get on track. Come on, ride this thing. Double down.
I'm trying to keep the thing in the air. It's like, no, no, you're not doing it. Brilliant. You're Sim CFI, dude. Oh, God, we missed you. Jesus. Yeah, this is this is incredible. Doing the Mac loop. This thing is going to Colombia. How's it flying on one engine? Really, really well. Really well. But like, with the weight we have in the airplane, it just wants to fall out the sky. It's ridiculous. We're gonna head back to the airport and see can we land the thing completely overloaded, right? There's nothing wrong with this. It'll be totally fine. Let's not worry or panic. Great job from A2A on this. I'm trying to see, does the fuel kind of swish, yeah? Not really. Maybe there's some of the other details they're going to kind of throw in there. You know, when you're throwing it from left to right, the Comanche did it, you know? Ted Smith was a genius. The man's a genius. It's a lot of fun, this thing. And it just looks so good, doesn't it? And the Aerostar is a beautiful looking machine. So she only comes with one livery at the moment, right?
Hello there.
Bam! Thank you indeed for the follow. Good to see you, buddy. So Chris, if you're trying to use the rudder control, you have a setting in the tablet for realistic ground handling, which means that she's going to respond only to differential braking, or you use the nose steering tab just below the autopilot. Right, where's the airport? Let's see. It's over this way. What do you think of it, lads? This is a first look. I mean, I wanted to jump in to say, right, you know, is this ready for folks to adopt early access? I mean, because we've seen early access before. Some of them are awful, right? This is very good. There's very little I can kind of figure out to see what's actually wrong. The electrical circuits, as in your circuit breakers, they're not modelled yet. And maybe there's a couple of sounds here and there just to work on, but apart from that, man, it's friggin' sweet. It's a machine. And it's completely overloaded. I mean, what a time for general aviation. The Tomahawk, the Starship, the Aerostar. We got a 210 to check out, a Dakota to check out, and any bills right around the corner with that 406, man. Hey Vasco, good to see you. Murph, how are you finding the Aerostar compared to something like the Black Square? They're very close in terms of how they fly. Right now, Black Square definitely has the edge. It's highly polished. This needs a little bit of veneer just to kind of get it over the line, but oh man, it's so fun flying this. This handles so very, very differently to what you're used to, and I love that. Getting an original flight model, getting something that just feels different, it's amazing. She's only gorgeous. Need the speed to hit the right engine. Come on, Betsy. Not a single button was pressed. That's all the airframe doing that. That's the wind hitting those props. Isn't that amazing? So we've seen it before. Cows managed to do a really good job on it. This is doing the very same. Jesus, it did it again. Prop full. Engines up. And let's just wait. Get the air on them. Spin them. Come on, Betsy. You can do it. Jesus, turn, lads, turn. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's amazing. It's like a proper challenge. Hey, I wonder will it work this time, right? Fantastic. Can't be good for the engines, but sure, listen, we'll try it again. That's amazing, though. Come on, Betsy. I'll go around this way. Oh, you did it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Bit more altitude. It's unreal, isn't it? We'll try it again, right? Hey, Joey, good to see you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Don't stall. Right. Up full. Now we need wind. Let the wind take over. Oh, Jesus. You're doing it again. Come on, props. There we go. There we go. Oh, man, that's fun. It's fun and not at all dangerous. Brilliant. You are the wind that spins my props. And like, what makes this hilarious, the aircraft is so overweight. Like, this thing is like heavy. Ooh. Right, let's bring it back in for a landing, see if we can actually put the gadget down, right? It's super duper. Right, where are we going? Keep going this way. Let that speed right up here as well. There's 180. Need a polished aluminium livery. Oh yeah, man. It looks so pretty though. I mean, look at it. Just looks fast, doesn't it? It's freaking gorgeous. Does she have flyby sounds? Let's find out together, shall we? Yeah, they need a bit of work. They need a bit of work. The flyby sounds are like something I made. So we're heading back towards the airport. Here's our tablet. And like everything lives, £6,300, look. Everything lives inside the default Microsoft Flight Sim tablet. Yeah, I mean, it's a little module, you click on it, and then you got your full A2A tablet. It's pretty cool, right? Beautiful. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're trying to land this. Right, we're shocking overweight. The gear is down, so we'll just kind of sail it in. Easy now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the way they've managed to amalgamate that in. Oh, it just looks pretty, doesn't it? Man, you're gonna have some serious fun with this. Do you know? And like, I can just see now, like, we're gonna like all these options now between the Comanche, the Aerostar, the Dukes, the TBM, Starship, right? The 414, the upcoming 406. I mean, there's so many different options now when it comes to great, you know, general aviation aircraft. You know what I mean? It's $49.99. And you know, if you buy it now, it's on version 0.9. If you don't want to adopt the early access version, even A2A are saying just hang on till we get it to version 1. But I mean, look at lads, I'm flying the early access version. That's available right now. And apart from what I can see, it's just the electrical system, right? In relation to the... Oh, look, you can actually click that for the headphones. Nice. All we're missing is, like, you know, the use of circuit breakers and all that jazz. Now, she's really struggling. Let's get those gear in. It's really struggling to maintain speed here. Like, the drag that those landing gear are putting on the plane, like, it's friggin' nuts. Nuts.
Hello there.
You know what I mean? Russ West, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, circuit breakers are not working yet, Aviator Apollo. And I just need to figure out the fuel flow gauge, because when you starve one of the engines, as in you close off, you know, you close off one of the fuel valves, I see the fuel flow increasing, unless it's pressure based. I'm not quite sure. But no, they've done a stellar job so far. It's a mail plane, right? Hey, Stu Snape, good to see you. Welcome in, man. So, I mean, the whole point of tonight, I mean, this is just a first look at an aircraft. I mean, I didn't think they were releasing it that quick. I thought this was going to be in a few weeks' time. Like, July, like, that's what we're saying. Like, what a month July is going to be. I mean, we got Flight Effects coming out soon with the C750. I mean, there's so many things. Plus, we got more helicopters on the way. The MH60 as well. You're going to not get... There'll be no suntans this year, I can tell you. We're all staying indoors, lads. This thing genuinely puts a smile on your face, especially when you go messing with the engine. It's great. Come on, Betsy. Yeah, pretty much, Rave. Yeah, pretty much. 26th of July would be the best. Ooh. Why, what's on that date? What's out on the 26th, too? This is really good. This is really good. The sound, I mean, you can hear the sounds. They probably need a little bit of polish on the sounds as well. Oh wait, we're going to Duxford. Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, Stu. Yes, yes. I forgot all about it. No, don't worry, we are going. We definitely are going. I just totally forgot, like, we had to do a thing, you know, with a yoke. 3, Black Hats music, you take care. Energizer, right? You won't see outside, man. Outside, I remember it, but not very well. Not at all, man. Not at all. It's really great. Like, look at lads. Anyone into their general aviation aircraft, we are very much spoiled for choice. Starship is just... Starship is like... What was that? Starship is... I caught me watching something. The Starship is something like that's just mind-bogglingly brilliant. You know what I mean? It's an incredible experience. And the depth of systems, I've never seen anything like it before. I think you're going to enjoy this though. Now we're shockingly overweight. This is going to be interesting on the stopping speed and the gears. Let's see. Oh Jesus! Let's see what happens here now, right? I think they do, Magnum. Yeah. I mean, look at this thing. Look, gorgeous. Jeff, good to see you. Still holding out for the Black Square Caravans? Oh yeah, man. And they're very close. I was chatting to Nick at Flight Sim Expo. He's a good few aircraft. They're almost ready. And he's hoping they're all going to be released this year. But this thing is nuts. Jamma, good to see you. Right, speed 120. I mean, flaps for landing, right? There's 10 degrees. 120 on our speed. This thing is so overweight. Yeah, this is nice, man. And the sounds are savage. Like, let's give him a bit of pressure here. Alright, easy now, you big idiot. 110 coming in. Brad Barron, happy Canada Day, buddy. Alright, let's go more flaps. Let's call it 20 degrees. The flaps are cool on this because it's a continuous drop. It's like, it's a motor, right? Watch the speed. Oh, there's 100. We're dropping so fast, and yet, look at our attitude. Easy now, Jemima. I hope the landing gear can take this. Easy. Easy. Ooh. Jesus. Oh, the brakes work. That was full brakes, but yeah, they work. Brilliant. Flaps in. Fire index is way too high, I can imagine. You too, Jeff. Great seeing you, bud. Great seeing you. Had a blast. Yeah, we didn't drink too much at all. It was great catching up with you, Jeff. Really, really was. Can't wait to see the stuff, mate. Can't wait to see it. Windows put in another £2,000. Will we just try one more mad thing? Because it kind of behaved itself at that weight, didn't it? We'll put more weight in, right? Limmy Sam, good to see you. Man, what a machine. Right, we're going to throw in maximum weight. Like, we already put in £6,000. Easy now. The prop animation is gorgeous, isn't it? Engine fail on takeoff. I don't think the Aerostar actually has the power to get you airborne on one single engine. Right? I mean, that... I don't think it can. You lose an engine on takeoff on this, you're in trouble. The sounds are really good, aren't they? It's like, it's so very immersive, isn't it? Captain Crash, welcome in. It is Aviator Apollo. You can buy this right now. We're probably going too fast with the door open. I know you can taxi slowly with it open. There we go. No, I don't think you'll see this on the marketplace for a while. A2A will be keeping this on their own website until it's at a, you know, a full release. Alright, let's see what happens here, right? So at maximum gross weight, at our maximum, yeah, minimum speed. Yeah, so like on one engine. Oh, really? So she, okay, so she can, okay. It can take off on a single engine? I didn't think it could. Let's find out together. The sounds are savage. What's it like in the grass? Oh, yes. Oh, lads, the sounds. I mean, this thing. Right. What does feathering the prop sound like? Really nice. So, full fuel, 300 maximum. Let's go 300. This is going to be ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there you go. 300, 300. Jesus, this is going to be nuts. 300 is the max we can put it in. You cannot get anything else onto this plane. That's it. Full. Absolutely full. Right. What are you saying? 15? Oh dear. I mean, it'll either work or it won't, right? Let's see what happens. Power coming in. Brakes off. 40 knots. On, baby. 60 knots. Jesus. 80 knots. Come on, you can do it. 90 knots. 95. Oopsie daisy. Come on. Come on. Get up. Jeez. We're up. 100 knots on a climb out. Look at that. Very small movements just to keep that nose straight. Flaps in, drop the nose. Let the speed pick up. Easy. Man. Barely able to do it. It's pretty though. Don't try this at home. We're doing about 110 knots. can't handle this weight. As in, like, I'm actually losing altitude here. Jesus. Right, I think the last thing we're going to do, we're going to land it, empty out a lot of that weight, and we're going to try a single engine for takeoff, just for the crack of it. Just to see what happens, right? Oh, it just looks so good, doesn't it? Right, any old runway will do. Even that one. Alright, let's get some flaps into the mix. Easy now. Try a crosswind landing for the crack. How will she behave? Easy. Easy. Watch the rate of descent. Easy. Jeez, lads. It doesn't like to wait. Alright. Now the brakes degrade as well, so we need to be very careful there. Right, let's remove this weight. Bring our pilot back down to, you know, he doesn't need to go walking. A lot of rudder. The rudder requirement on this is going to be friggin' nuts. Alright. Seemed like a great idea at the time. Left engine only. This is just stupid. This is a dumb idea. Let's see what happens though. I wasn't sure that you can get this off the ground with one engine. We're going to find out together, lads. Yep. Absolute nothing to worry at all. In a world, one man will attempt to do something stupid. An Aerostar on a single engine takeoff. Ah, Jesus. Brilliant. Are the props counter-rotating? No, I don't think so. Oh, jeez. It looks so pretty, but also very broken.
Hello there.
Hello there. Good in America to see you. Yeah, we're doing it for science. This is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Jack Wall, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it is only 2024 compatible from what I know, yeah. Now, are we saying flaps for takeoff? We'll soon find out. Don't hit the light! Oh, Jesus! Right. I don't know, do we go for flaps? Maybe not. So single engine takeoff, right? Come on, Betsy. Come on, Betsy. Right, are we ready, sports fans? Let's see what happens. Off the brake. Power coming in. There's no way we can keep this on the straight and narrow. Reduce the torque. Get the speed up.
Nighty snoozy snooze.
This isn't going to end well. This is not going to end well. 60. 70. Come on. Jesus. No, no. She's going to die. Oh, Jesus. It ain't going anywhere. I don't think we can do it. I don't think so. Because what happens is, right, if you try... we took the cars out of it. If you try and go full power, like, there's not a hope of controlling it, right?
Hello there.
Not a hope. Let's try and start this one. Alright. 2 engines. We'll go with a tailwind. Why not? Okay. I'm going to kill the engine. I want a taxiway as well for added realism, right? Right, let's go flying. How do we do this now? We're 60. 80. Right engine gone. Oh, Jesus. Front of the prop. We're airborne. Just about. Come on, Betsy. You can do it. You can do it. Keep her up. That's one engine giving it all the work. We're barely maintaining. Oh, she's going to stall. Oh, Jesus. No, we're going down. We're going down. Ouch. And... oh, gee. Oh, and the trees. Oh, did you see the frog? Oh, no, it's carnage. Oh, gee. Oh. Right. How much flaps do we have?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we have a lot of flap thrown in. The poor farmer. Need the gear in immediately. You won't climb it out. Hans Gruber says. I mean, I'm all for the challenge. Right, let's try that again. So what we're saying is, we don't want any flaps. And then as soon as we lose that engine, feather, gear up, and then see what happens. Right, okay. Oh, easy now. Mind the farms and roads. Easy. Jesus. Oh, you devil, yeah. Yeah, alright. It's below the blue line. There is no blue line. Ah, empty. Okay, good stuff. Where's the oh, here it is, right. Can it be done, is the question. So, as soon as we're over the ground, or as soon as we're off the ground, gear up, we reckon, yeah? Right, are we ready, sports fans? Flaps are up. Let's go flying. Speed alive. 60 knots. 80 knots. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Gear up. Flaps are in, gear is up. We're flying. We're flying. She's windmilling, but we're flying. 90 knots only. Jesus, though. So we do have a positive rate of climb. Barely. But she's holding 90 knots. Interesting. Right, let's get this other engine back into play. We've kind of proved our point. Yup, you do, will you? Now we just need speed. We need enough speed to actually rock that prop into action, yeah? Easy now. Come on, Betsy. Not yet. Oh, bloody hell. How are we going to manage this, lads? Come on, Betsy. We just need a little bit of a rock. We can start it with the... I mean, we can... It's starting to move. We can start this with the mags, but... She's trying to move. Get a little bit more speed. Come on. Come on, Betsy. You can do it. Turn, please. 110 knots. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, Jesus. Come on. We just needed to start swinging. Come on, you can do it. Alright, gain a bit of altitude and then we'll throw her down. It doesn't have an accumulator. It does. Give it a second. It's trying to turn. We just need to pick up some speed. And 100 is not enough. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get that speed up. Oh, she's not feathered. There's 130. What do you need, plane? Come on. $140. Jeez, we should be looking good here, shouldn't we? She needs 140, you reckon? Come on, Betsy, you can do it. We're dropping speed here now. Jeez, this left engine's going to give up pretty soon, right? 130. We're climbing-ish. me a chance to climb. It's doing its best to turn. We just need to help it along a bit. Maybe the accumulator is shite? No, I'd say give it a second. Alright, we have a little bit to play with. Nose down. Alright, come on, turn baby, turn baby. She's turning. Come on, come on, come on. Mind the trees. Come on. Even rudder, I wonder would that be enough to... Jesus, would that be enough to upset it? Right, down with the road, here we go. Come on. Come on. Hold. We just need you to spin. Is it shanked? Hang on. Oh, we're seeing a reading. Barely. Let that speed up now a little bit more, right? I probably did break it. Come on, Betsy. She's not fast enough, that's what's wrong. Let's see if we can we get it. We should get it here. Just don't crash, Murphy. Come on. Come on. Come on. No dice.
Hello there.
Jeez, that was close. Oh God, that was too close. Mother of Jesus. We could use the starter, but hang on, we're trying to use science. Hang on. I reckon the problem is altitude. So we'll climb like a devil here for a minute. Watching our speed as we do. Keep her climbing. Yeah, no, we'll just see if we can climb a little bit here, right? About 3,000 feet should do it. Easy. Easy. You gotta love the challenge of this. What's the weather in the sim? We could turn and face it into the wind. Yeah, good call. We're not high enough yet though. Here comes the speed. Am I forgetting something important? Put a booster pump on as well. Jesus, that's 150. Come on, Betsy. Not a kick out of it. It's hardly flooded. There she goes. Very strange.
Hello there.
We'll try it again now. We're getting a bit of altitude on this, right? And we'll do it to both engines. So we'll climb as fast as we can. And let's see what happens, right? Coming up to 3,000 feet. I blocked the sounds of your super chat. Jesus, Black Sheep Gene, thank you for the $5. Legend. Thank you very much indeed, sir. So, Mr. Tommy, you think that, but wait till you see this. Still the head temperature screaming at us. That's okay. So 3,000 feet, right? Both engines. Totally gone. Nose down. Hopefully they spin. Prop has gone back to full. Open the throttle a little bit. Oh dear, we could be completely shot. Ah, right, there we go, there we go. There's life, Jim, but not as we know it. That right side, come on. Oh, Jesus, come on, right engine. She's thinking about it. I mean, she's spinning good out, she just hasn't fired yet. Now, why isn't she firing? She's trying to. I think we've broken something on the right side, to be honest. Feather, unfeather, right? Let's get that speed up. There she goes. Maybe it's an early access thing. I don't know. Because we were doing it earlier on. It's a Lycoming, what are we called? What engine is it? She's a Lycoming. Yeah. Lycoming IO 540, a G1B5. Right, return to the airport. We did a friggin', she scraped on the ground. Is there prop damage, I wonder? Clearly not if I've already, like, you know, done a gear up landing, right? Engine cold, maybe? Could be. Right, we'll try the old-fashioned wheels up landing, will we? You hate to see it. But we're going to see it. It's a gear up landing. Oh dear. We're going very fast. Right, this should calm it down. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're still going very fast. Easy. Easy. Oh Jesus, we're very fast. Easy. It was intentional, don't worry. We were going for the gear up landing. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't like that at all. That could be I don't know, is that like a flight sim thing? Shh. Who knows? Who knows? Because it's like she's still moving on the ground, which is weird. Okay, there she stopped. But now she's going back the other way. Tokyo Drift, yeah, 100%. Right, we can try, we'll do a quick restart. What do you think of it though? Like, it's very, very nice. And like, they're saying early access, but to be honest, I think there's a lot of stuff very well working in it, you know what I mean? Very well working in it.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Yes, Jemima. Now, I wonder, is it going to be as shagged? How much oil did we use? Yeah, it's showing the same amount of oil. Yeah. Inspect the engine. They're all fine. The airframe, inspect. Oh, sure, I restarted the flight. It wouldn't save it. Ah, that makes total sound. That makes total sense. What did that close itself? Interesting. Okay. There's a lot to learn with some of the more with the systems. Like, I mean, the fuel flow, I need to figure that one out. Because as I said, we're getting an increase in fuel flow even though we starve an engine. That makes sense? But it's a very, very pretty airplane, this. Like, it's gorgeous. I love the look of it. What do you reckon, lads? So the Accu-Sim Aerostar, it's released in early access, but like, Jesus, it's certainly a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Aviator, it was a lot of fun, buddy. Tomorrow night, we're starting a little bit earlier again tomorrow night. We're going to be going through Flight Sim Expo in its entirety. The full kind of, you know, recap of what it was all about. But lads, that's going to do us for tonight. This was very much a first look at the Comanche. We put it through its paces, we behaved, and we acted the Aegis. And yeah, there's certainly bits and bobs to be done, right? But it feels, it's just like polish. Do you know what I mean? That's all that seems to be missing now. The core components seem to be there. The walk around is a little bit janky. It's just trying to maneuver and get around the airplane, and you know, you need to open the tablet and then see. But it's still quite good. It's very, very good. It handles very, very well. It flies lovely. The sounds need a bit of work still. The electrical circuit breakers, they're not modelled yet. So there's a few more things to be done for sure. But yeah, it's very nice. Very, very nice. So it's available right now. You can buy it right now. And A2A have released this as an early access. You know what I mean? PH Roy, good to see you, Roy. And FSS or FS Syndicate, very welcome aboard as well. Right, lads, jet lag is taking over. I'm going to bed. But yeah, there we have it. The Accu-Sim Aerostar by A2A. Looks to be another awesome aircraft from A2A. And as I said, you can pick it up right now if you're interested in it, or hang on for another couple weeks, maybe. They'll probably have it on the final kind of lap. You know what I mean? So I do hope you enjoyed this evening. Massive thanks to everyone for tuning in. Join us tomorrow, 1700 Zulu, a little bit earlier, because we're going to be catching up with all the news from FS Weekend, or from Flight... Let's try that again. We're going to catch up with all the news from FS Expo. Not FS Weekend, that was back in March. FS Expo and all the news during over the last week. As I said, this is one aircraft. There's another two we need to check out. The Centurion is there, the Dakota is there, the Piper, and of course we have all the stuff from Inabil's, their Doha scenery, all the helipads, and of course the updates for the A350 and the cabin packs as well. So there's a lot of stuff to get through tomorrow night. So do be sure to join us. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, see you tomorrow. You take care. Engines are now off. I've just killed the mixture. Right? Watch this. Mags are off. Feather boat props. My engines are now completely off, right? And I'll know they're completely off because I'm going to keep an eye on the props. They will just stop, right? Engine 1 stopped. Engine 2 stopped. That's the sound I should hear. This is the sound I do hear. What? What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? We need to clip this. Hey, Coronado, Microsoft, and Asobo. 3 lads walk into a bar. This is how the sound should be. I've turned off my engines. However, if there's other aircraft of the same description flying from the Coronado fleet, this is what we hear. Microsoft, it's Murph. Someone clip this if you can. Do you hear the sounds? I've been blaming aircraft developers. Asobo or Microsoft need to fix this. Do you hear the noise? Outside the plane? You need to fix that, lads. It's the... I rarely use this word when it comes to flight sim add-ons. I reserve it only for the special kind. But like, there's no point saying anything other than, this is shite. It's shite. Like... Oh no, oh god, oh dear! It's like a friggin' Olympic somersault! What was that, Dwayne? Brilliant! Wait! No Pox M is in the SG 30-something thing! Oh no, Nighthawk! For a warbird, it's one of the finest warbirds ever released in Microsoft Flight Simulator, considering you have the excellent work of Flying Iron. This thing, because of the extra features, because of the because of the optimization, because of how well it looks and sounds, even flying this thing gives you an experience you probably haven't got already in the sim when it comes to flying a warbird. It feels heavy. It feels cumbersome. It behaves differently. And there's a lot of depth to it. It's a cracker. It's a masterpiece. Oh, I never did the thing, look. Into beta, reversers, flaps in. Get out of beta. Get out of the beta. Ah! That's weird, the throttle doesn't move.
Hey, good buddy.
Jerry Coogan, many thanks for the follow. Hang on, we need to get out of beta. No, that's backwards, Murph. Uh-oh. Get out. Oh, we nearly tipped it over, lads. You see it? Jesus. Why won't you get out of beta, you devil? My controls are no longer agreeing with me. Right. What's it doing now? Not as beta. Stupid thing. Stop reversing. Ah, you need to go forwards.
It's all right.
Hey, Rambog is here. Good to see you, man. Did I miss anyone else?